Hey guys, welcome to Green Bean Fiction. So in today's video we are gonna see, what if Deku became S.T.A.R.S agent and fell for Seryu? Part 1. This story is Izuku Midoriya-Resident Evil by HayateAnaguma. Before starting, make sure to hit that like button, as your one like motivates me to bring more stories, and subscribe the channel if you are new so you won't miss our latest videos. No one Pav. Hisashi, Chris and Bert are in Japan. Hisashi birthplace. They're on vacation. Chris. Hisashi, did you get enough evidence to sue Inko for cheating on you? Hisashi. Yes, I have. Now all I have to do is to take Inko to court. Bert. Don't worry brother. I'll be there for you to back you up. Hisashi. Thanks brother. Then all three smelled the scent of iron, indicating blood. I don't know why blood smell like iron. They also saw a trail of blood. As Hisashi Midoriya, Chris Redfield, and Bert Gummer followed the trail of blood, they were horrified to see Hisashi beloved son unconscious and covered in bruises. Hisashi's heart clenched at the sight of his injured child, while Chris and Bert clenched their fists in anger at the thought of someone hurting a helpless kid. They rushed with him at the hospital and put him in a room. There some doctors came and they took care of Izuku's injuries. After almost an hour, the doctors quickly explained that Izuku had been assaulted by a group of bullies, leaving him with multiple injuries and a concussion. Hisashi felt a wave of guilt wash over him for not being there to protect his son, while Chris and Bert vowed to make those responsible pay for their actions. As Izuku slowly regained consciousness in the hospital bed, Hisashi held his hand tightly, promising to always be there for him no matter what. Chris and Bert stood guard outside, ready to unleash their wrath on anyone who dared to harm their friend's son. Izuku asked who's he and why is he in a hospital. Hisashi explained to Izuku that he's his father and that Inko cheated on him, while pregnant with him, and the Hero Commission forbidden Hisashi from taking Izuku. Izuku tear up and hug his dad tight, not wanting to let go even for a second. Izuku. Crying dad. Hisashi rubbed his hand on Izuku's back. Hisashi. It's okay son. I won't leave you and I'll support your dream of being a hero. Izuku. Thank you, Dad. But that dream died. I want to be with you. Hisashi. I understand son. Do you want to leave with me to America? Izuku. Yes, I want to get out of here. Hisashi. I'll make sure they won't ever touch you. Now, would you like to meet your uncle? Then Bert and Chris enter inside. Hisashi. Son, I want you to meet my brother, Bert Gummer. Bert. It's good to meet you, nephew. Hisashi. And my friend and co-worker, Chris Redfield. Chris. Good to meet you, soldier. Together, they vowed to stand up against bullying and protect those who couldn't protect themselves. And as Izuku slowly recovered from his injuries, he knew that he was surrounded by a family that would always have his back. Hisashi called Nezu, who was watching a movie and eating cheese, and told him everything, also showing everything they did to Izuku. After Nezu heard and saw everything, he said he'll take care of it. Hisashi told Izuku to go home and pack his things because they'll leave to America, but Izuku told him that he doesn't have what to pack since he doesn't want anything to do with his old life, since Toshinori and Inko always pay attention to Izumi. Hisashi. What about presents, Izuku? Izuku. Only my uncles, aunties, grandparents, Chuya, Fuyumi, Natsuo and Tensai give me present, but they took them and give them to Izumi or throw them away, saying I don't deserve presents. Hisashi. Bert and Chris' anger rise up to unknown heights. How could Inko and Toshinori say something like that? Hisashi. Don't worry son. I'll make sure they won't touch ever again. All four got to Hisashi hotel room where Izuku spent the night because they don't want to risk it to send Izuku to them. Tomorrow will be Izuku and Izumi birthday. More precisely, Izumi birthday, since Inko and Toshinori didn't even acknowledge Izuku, but little did they is that they're in for a big surprise. Hisashi eyes become red. Hisashi. Inko and Toshinori, you'll pay for what you did to my son. And your daughter together with her friends will pay 10 times. Future. Izuku stirred from his slumber. He slowly opened his eyes and blinked, adjusting to the soft light filtering through the curtains. Beside him, Seryu lay peacefully, her huge chest rising and falling with each gentle breath. Her hair spilled over the pillow in a messy tangle, framing her peaceful face. Izuku couldn't help but smile as he saw her sleep, feeling a warmth in his chest at the sight of her. He reached out a hand to brush a stray lock of hair from her forehead, marveling at how lucky he was to have her by side. As he leaned in to press a soft kiss to her temple, Seryu stirred slightly, a small smile tugging at the corners of her lips. She mumbled something in her sleep, causing Izuku to chuckle softly. He wrapped an arm around her, pulling her closer as he settled back against the pillows, content in the moment of quiet peace with the love of his life. Another future. Izuku is in the shooting range and he's sharpening his machete that he got as a birthday present. I won't make Izuku have a katana because a katana is not good at cutting bone, and also owning a katana outside Japan is illegal because katanas are sacred in Japan. The only way to own a katana is to know a Japan blacksmith outside Japan. After he sharpened his machete, he got ready to leave. Then Ochako enter inside. Izuku. If you want to train, the guns are over there, Ochako. Ochako. What happened to Mochi? Izuku. You know what happened to it. Izuku got ready to leave, but then Ochako said. Ochako. Why her? Izuku. Excuse me, Ochako. Why are you with that bitch? Is because she's having big breasts. Izuku. I told you in your class why I love Seryu. Unlike you, she's sweet, beautiful, loving and caring. But most importantly, she doesn't care if I'm quirkless. We saved our lives more time than I can count. Ochako. Please be with me. I'll do anything. And she started to lift her skirt up, thinking Izuku will claim her. Izuku got angry that she tried something like that. He walked towards Ochako and punched her in the face, making her fall on the floor. Ochako. Ow. Deku. You punched me. Izuku. How dare you trying it after what you did? Do you really think I'll broke up with the girl of my dream? Not to mention that she saved my life while you and the other bitches almost took it. Ochako. Crying please. She opened her legs. Izuku saw that she won't ever listen, so he decided to teach her a lesson. Izuku. Fine. He goes to close the door and then help Ochako up. Izuku grabbed her by the waist and bring her closer. Then he kissed her. Ochako melted and kissed back. She lifted her leg and wrapped around Izuku. Izuku. Let me get some rope. Izuku got a rope and tied Ochako arms by a pipe. Izuku. Are you ready? Ochako. Yes. Izuku. Okay. Goodbye. Ochako. Huh. Izuku leave. Ochako. Deku, what are you doing? Izuku. Do you really think that I'll love you? My heart belonged to Seryu. She's the one who fixed. By the way, he walked towards Ochako and whisper. Izuku. Whisper I lost it at 15. And I'm 15-inch hard. Seryu took it and couldn't walk for a week. And Izuku leave. Izuku. Close the door. Oh, by the way, the shooting range is soundproof. It's no use yelling. Just wait for another one to come and untie you. Goodbye. No one pav. Everyone is at the Yagi residence and celebrate Izumi's birthday. Inko brought the cake. Before that, everyone give the presents to Izumi. Inko took Izuku presents and some of them she kept to give to Izumi and some of them she throw them in trash container. All of the adults, the Yagis and big brothers and sisters wonder where's Izuku. Nezu then asked the question. Nezu. Where's Izuku? Toshinori. Who? Inko. What are you talking about, Nezu? Nezu. Where's my nephew? Point at a picture of Izuku and Izumi when they were 3. Inko. Who's that boy? Toshinori. I don't remember him. Mirai. He's Izuku, your son. Chuya. How could you forget? Inko and Toshinori then got hit by the revelation. They realized they have been ignoring Izuku for 6 years. Inko. Crying I'm a terrible mother. Izumi. Crying mom, I need to tell you something. The adults, the Yagis, we know what you did. Chuya couldn't even look at them. Toshinori. Maybe he's in his room. Inko goes towards Izuku's room thinking she has chances. Inko. Izuku, sweetie. Open the door. Silence. Inko. Sweetie, I know I was a bad mother, but I want to fix that. Please open the door. Izuku opened the door. Inko was about to hug him, but Izuku stopped him. Izuku. Don't even think about Inko. Inko. It's mom. Izuku. You were never a mother to me. Toshinori. Son, Izuku. Don't even start, All Might. Toshinori. Shocked how? Izuku. Next time change in your room, not in the living room. Izuku goes downstairs. Then a knock was heard. Mitsuki goes to open the door. Mitsuki. Hasashi. What are you doing here? Hasashi enter inside where Izuku goes and hug him. Hasashi. Hey, son. Inko. Why are you here, Hasashi? Hasashi. Angry bitch, how could you abuse and neglect my son? Inko. Crying I'm sorry. Please give me another chance to fix it. Hasashi. No, give Inko the custody papers, sign this so I can have full custody of Izuku. Inko. No, you can't do that. Izumi. Mister, please leave. I love my Oni-chan very much. Izuku pulled the recorder that Hasashi used to record Izumi voice from yesterday. Izumi. If you want a quirk, just pray for one in your next life and take a swan dive of a rooftop. Hasashi. Sarcasm, yeah, that's love. Toshinori thought, I need to call Chris. Don't even think about it. Chris enter inside and pointed a pistol at Toshinori head. Katsuki. Who the hell are you extra? Tenya. You're a trespassing. Turn around and led my brother to arrest you. Tensai punched Tenya in the face. Tensai. You idiot. That's Chris Redfield. I have a huge respect for him. Chris. I'm Captain Redfield of S.T.A.R.S. The hero commission can't do nothing to me. Toshinori got ready to buff himself and fight Chris and Hasashi, but before he could do it, he felt a pipe at the back of his head. Bert. Don't even think about adults. Bert Gummer. Izumi. Dad, you know the one who point a gun at your head. Inko. He's Bert Gummer. The greatest gunsmith in America. Bert. That's right. Look at Hasashi, I got your back, brother. Hasashi. Thanks, brother. Inko. Hasashi, does Bert is your brother? Why didn't you told me? Hasashi. I told you many times. You never listened to me. Chris. We have more than enough evidence to put you two in prison and blacklist the kids from entering in hero schools, and when they're older, they'll be sent to juvenile prison. Kids. No, don't take my dream away. Hasashi. What about my son dream? Inko. Izuku, is this what you want? Izuku. Yes, I want to leave with dad. Katsumi. But I-chan, what about your hero dream? Izuku. It's dead. You got what you want. I won't become a hero, but this is the last time you'll see me. Momo. Crying Zuzu, please don't go. Ochako. Crying Dekiru. Mina. Crying Izu-kun. Kyoka. Crying Mophead. Suyu. Crying Izuku, please don't go. Toru. Crying Izu, we can change. I promise. We'll be good, just don't leave. Shoka. Crying Izu-chan. I'm sorry for what I did. Please, don't go. I love you. Katsumi. Crying I-chan, please don't go. I'm sorry for what I did. I'll let you hurt me whenever you want. Izumi. Crying Oni-chan, please don't go. I'm sorry. I take everything back. You can be a hero. Just don't go. All the 9 girls and beg Izuku to not leave. While Inko signed the custody papers. Toshinori. Dear, what are you doing? Izumi. Mom, don't do that. We can win and have Oni-chan back. Tenya. That's right, Ms. Yagi. And Izuku. Come back. You have to work hard to earn our forgiveness. Izuku pulled a pepper spray that Hasashi gave him yesterday and spray in Tenya's face. He started to roll on the ground while holding his eyes. Inko finished the papers. Inko. Please take care of him. Hasashi. Take the papers, you don't have any rights to ask for that. Hasashi. Bert and Chris leave with Izuku. The adults, the Yagis, and older siblings leave as well. Chris remained behind to make sure they won't try something. Chris. I'll make sure to ban you from entering America. Happy birthday to your only child, Yagis. And Chris leave. At the airport, Izuku said goodbye to his uncles, aunties, older siblings and his grandparents. Izuku. I'll make sure to call. RG. You better be. Or I'll come there and break my cane on you. And with that, Izuku, Hasashi, Bert and Chris got on their plane and leave to America. Time skip thanks to Neko Kurumi. After they landed, they walked a little and arrived at Hasashi house. Izuku. Wow, Hasashi. I know, son. Welcome home, dear. A woman with short silver hair, an eye patch on her right eye and a metal right arm opened the door. Hasashi goes towards her and give her a kiss. Hasashi. Son, I want you to meet my wife, Nagenda Midoriya. Nagenda goes towards Izuku and hug him. Nagenda. I finally meet you, my son. Izuku felt the mother love and hug back. Hisashi. Now let me show you, son, your room. They enter inside and goes upstairs where Hisashi opened the door. Hisashi. I hope you love it. Izuku. Happy yes, I do. Thanks dad. Hisashi. You're welcome son. Also, I don't know if you play games, but I got you a computer. Izuku. This is the best. Thanks dad. Hisashi. Don't forget about the mini fridge. Hisashi opened the mini fridge from under the desk. Izuku. Thanks dad. Nagenda. Wrong. Izuku. Huh. Hisashi. What do you say when you come home? Izuku. I'm home. Nagenda. Welcome home, son. All three hugged each other for a few minutes. Izuku. Yam. Hisashi. Son, why don't you go to sleep? It was a tiring day. Izuku. Okay dad. Hisashi and Nagenda leave and Izuku got on his bed. Izuku sat on his new bed, feeling the softness of the mattress him. It was a stark contrast to the old, lumpy bed he had been forced to sleep on for so long. The room around him was cozy and warm, a stark difference from the cold, dark space he had been living in. As he lay back on the pillows, Izuku let out a sigh of relief. He had finally escaped his tormentors, the bullies who had made his life a living hell. He was free to relax and enjoy his new surroundings. Closing his eyes, Izuku listened to the gentle hum of the air conditioner and the rustling of the leaves outside his window. It was a peaceful sound, one that helped to calm his racing thoughts. Feeling more relaxed than he had in his life, Izuku allowed himself to drift off to sleep, knowing that he was finally safe and free from harm. The comfort of his new bed enveloped him like a warm embrace, and for the first time in a long time, he felt truly at peace. Izuku Pav. 2 years passed since I escaped from my past and they're the best years I ever had. My dad support me and mom love me more than anything. Uncle Bert and Chris told me that when I get older, he'll teach me how to use a gun. I also meet another member of S.T.A.R.S. Her name is Jill Valentine and I saw how she's looking at Chris. I'm gonna have fun teasing her. I also meet Chris' sister, Claire Redfield. She's like her brother. No one Pav. Hisashi enter in Izuku room. Hisashi. Son, are you okay? Izuku. I'm fine dad. Hisashi. Are you thinking about them? Izuku. It's hard to believe that it's been 2 years since I managed escape from my tormentors. It feels like a lifetime ago, but at the same, it's still so fresh in my memory. Hisashi. You've come so far since then, I'm proud of how you've grown and how you've overcome everything that was holding you back. Izuku. Thank you, but it wasn't easy. I had to work really hard to rebuild my confidence and find my place in the world. But looking back now, I can see how much I've for the better. Hisashi. You're stronger now because of what you went through. And I know that you'll continue to grow and achieve amazing things in the future. Izuku. I hope so. I never want to go back to that dark place ever again. I want to keep moving forward and becoming the best version of myself that I can be. Hisashi. And you will, Izuku. I have no doubt about that. Just keep believing in yourself and never give up on your dreams. Izuku. Thank you for always being there for me, Dad. Your support means everything to me. Let's keep pushing forward together, no matter what challenges come our way. Hisashi. That's my son. Now come, your mother make dinner. Izuku. I'll come. They goes downstairs and saw Nagenda finished preparing dinner. Nagenda. Good, you're here. Help me with the dinner. Izuku and Hisashi place the plates, spoons and forks on the table. Nagenda. Thank you for the help. Now let's eat. While eating, Izuku asked his dad. Izuku. Dad, I need to talk to you about something important. Hisashi. What is it, son? Izuku. My dream of becoming a hero is dead. If being a hero like All Might is a corrupt one, then I don't want any more. Hisashi. Izuku, I'm sorry to hear that. But it's okay to change your dreams. What do you want to now? Izuku. I want to be a member of S.T.A.R.S. like you, Dad. I want to help protect people in a different way. Hisashi. That's a noble goal, Izuku. I'm proud of you for finding a new path. I'll do everything I can to help you achieve your new dream. Izuku. Thank you, Dad. I know it won't be easy, but I believe that I can make a difference as a member of S.T.A.R.S. Hisashi. I have no doubt that you will, son. Tomorrow we will go to the police station and register you. Your future as a member of S.T.A.R.S. begins now. Najanda. Put a hand on Izuku's head and ruffle his hair, whatever you choose, son, I'll support you no matter what. Izuku. Thanks, Mom. Meanwhile in Japan, Inko felt immense pain in her heart. Back to Izuku. Hisashi. Don't worry, son. You're going to be a member of S.T.A.R.S. and I'll support you too. But now let's finish eating. The next day, it was a sunny afternoon in the training grounds as Izuku Midoriya stood facing his father, Hisashi Madashi, a former member of the Special Tactics and Rescue Service, S.T.A.R.S, was determined to help his son achieve his dream of becoming a hero. All right, Izuku. Let's start with some hand-to-hand combat training, Hisashi said, taking a defensive stance. Izuku nodded, readying himself for the challenge. As they sparred, Hisashi could see the determination in Izuku's eyes. He was impressed by his son's dedication. The two exchanged blows, each one pushing the other to their limits. After a grueling training session, Hisashi called for a break. He sat down on a nearby bench, wiping the sweat from his brow. Izuku joined him, a smile on his face. Izuku. Thanks, Dad. I feel like I'm getting stronger every day. Hisashi smiled proudly at his son. Hisashi. You're doing great, Izuku. Just remember to always stay focused and never give up. Izuku nodded, determination burning in his eyes. With his father's guidance and support, he knew that he was one step closer to achieving his goal of becoming a member of S.T.A.R.S. And together, they would continue to train and push each other to new heights, ready to face whatever challenges came their way. After they spar, Hisashi took Izuku to register for becoming a S.T.A.R.S. member. While Izuku waiting for his father to complete the paperwork, the most annoying thing, a girl that had the same age as him, 12, got seating next to him. She had autumn hair and eye. Hello, I'm Seryu Ubiquitous. Izuku. Nice to meet you. I'm Izuku Midoriya. Seryu. Midoriya. Like Hisashi Midoriya. Izuku. Yeah, he's my father. Seryu got stars in her eyes. Seryu. No way, he's one of the coolest S.T.A.R.S. members. They talk about stuff and Seryu smile. Izuku saw her smile and said, Izuku. Quiet, beautiful. Seryu heard and turned her head around to not let Izuku see her blush. Time skip thanks to Neko Kurumi. Hisashi finished the paperwork and leave with Izuku. Izuku training to become a S.T.A.R.S. member will start soon. Izuku also learned from Seryu that she'll also want to become a S.T.A.R.S. member. Izuku life gets better and better. Deadpool appear out of nowhere. Deadpool. That's just the calm before the storm. Me. Shoot Deadpool with Castle from Helsing, get the fuck out. Small future. Leon and Claire are surrounded by zombies at the gas station and couldn't escape. They were about to be eaten alive. Then a couple of shoots were heard and some zombies got their heads blown. Leon and Claire saw a jeep. Izuku. Get in. Leon and Claire got inside the jeep and Izuku drive away from the zombies. Future. Izuku just finished his shooting training and got ready to leave, but then Kanoko Komori come to him. Kanoko. Sergeant, can I ask you something? Izuku. Yes you can, Kanoko. But please call me Izuku. Kanoko. Okay, I was wondering, are you good with hand-to-hand combat? Izuku. Yes. Why? Kanoko. My quirk is not for combat and I'm the weakest from my class. I was wondering if you can give me some lessons. Izuku. Sure, let's go to the training room after we change in some more comfortable clothes. They got to change. After 4 minutes, Izuku wear a pair of shorts and a shirt. Kanoko wore her hero suit, but with differences. Her skirt is gone and instead, she has white shorts with red dots. Izuku. We'll start with some basics. Try to hit me. Kanoko tried to attack Izuku and tried some punches, but Izuku dodged them with ease. Izuku. Don't expect me to hold back because you're a girl. Kanoko. I don't plan that, shroom. Kanoko tried another series of punches, but Izuku blocked them. Then Izuku got both Kanoko arms and then he knee her in the stomach. Kanoko. Gah. Kanoko falls with the face down. Izuku then got on her back and grabbed her legs. Kanoko. What are you doing, Shroom? Izuku. I told you I won't hold back. Izuku put Kanoko in the Boston Crab. Kanoko. It hurts, Shroom. Izuku. Are you ready to tap out, Kanoko? Kanoko. No way, I can handle this, Shroom. Izuku. You sure about that? The Boston Crab is pretty painful. Kanoko. I'm not giving up that easily, Shroom. Izuku. Alright then, you asked for it. Applies more pressure to the hold. Izuku hold Kanoko legs tighter. Kanoko felt the pain intensifies. Her spine begins to bend more and making sounds like cracking. Kanoko. Gritting her teeth. Okay, I give up. Let me go, Shroom. Izuku. Releasing the hold and helping Kanoko back to her feet. Good effort, Kanoko. Maybe next time you'll be able to escape my submission moves. Kanoko. Thanks, Izuku. I'll definitely be ready next time, Shroom. Izuku carried Kanoko bridal style because she's not used to the Boston Crab pain and she's having problems with walking for a few minutes. No one pav. Another year passed and Izuku got better. With the help of his father, mother and everyone else who support him, he overcome his past and returned to his cinnamon roll personality. Right now Izuku and Seryu got better. They are good friends and they do many things together. Izuku also meet Kathleen Bate aka Star and Stripes. He didn't told her about All Might because he know how much she idolize him. Now Izuku and Seryu are training. In a spacious training room filled with the sound grunts and the shuffle of stand facing each other, their stance is strong and determined. The air is charged with anticipation as they prepare to engage in hand-to-hand combat training. Izuku and Seryu were training together in a secluded field, the sun shining brightly overhead. Izuku was focused on perfecting his skills, while Seryu watched him with a mixture of admiration and curiosity. As Izuku performed a series of powerful punches, Seryu couldn't help but notice how strong determined he looked. She had never seen anyone work so hard to achieve their goals, and she found drawn to him in a she hadn't expected. As the training session continued, Seryu found herself stealing glances at Izuku whenever she thought he wasn't looking. She admired his determination and his kind heart, and she couldn't deny the growing attraction she felt towards him. Finally, as the sun began to set and their training came to an end, Seryu mustered up the courage to approach Izuku. Seryu. Hey, Izuku. She said nervously, her cheeks flushed with color. Seryu. I just wanted to say, I think you're amazing. And I really admire you. Izuku turned to her, a surprised expression on his face. Izuku. Thank you, Seryu. I think you're pretty amazing too. He replied with a smile. As they stood there in the fading light, a new connection blossomed between them. Seryu felt her crush on Izuku grow stronger, and she couldn't wait to see where their training sessions would take them next. Their instructor, a seasoned martial artist with a stern expression, watches from the sidelines, ready to offer guidance and corrections. He gives a nod, signaling the start of the spar. Izuku makes the first move, lunging forward with a swift jab, which Seryu expertly dodges before countering with a powerful roundhouse kick. Izuku blocks eitering as he quickly retaliates with a series of rapid punches. Seryu effortlessly weaves through Izuku's strikes, her movements fluid and precise as she lands a solid elbow strike to his side. Izuku grunts in pain but quickly recovers, launching into a flurry of kicks and sweeps to keep Seryu on the defensive. The two fighters move with grace and agility, each anticipating the other's next move and adjusting their own strategy accordingly. Their determination is palpable as they push themselves to the limit, sweat dripping down their faces as they strive to become better combatants. As the spar comes to an end, both Izuku and Seryu are breathing heavily, their bodies covered in sweat and bruises. But there is a sense of satisfaction in their eyes, a shared understanding that they have pushed each other to new heights in their training. The final exam to join S.T.A.R.S. was an intense obstacle race that tested the physical and mental capabilities of the candidates. Izuku and Seryu were both determined to prove themselves worthy of joining the elite Special Forces team. They raced through the course, navigating through various obstacles such as climbing walls, crawling under barbed wire, and jumping over. Seryu suddenly tripped and caught her leg on a sharp piece of metal. She winced in pain as blood trickled down her leg, making it difficult for her to continue. Without hesitation, Izuku rushed to her side and offered his hand to help her up. Izuku. Are you okay? Can you walk? He asked, concern evident in his voice. Seryu nodded, but the pain was too much for her to bear. Izuku made a split-second decision and scooped her up in his arms. Izuku. Hold on tight, I'll carry you to the finish line. He said, determination shining in his eyes. With Seryu clinging to him, Izuku navigated through the remaining obstacles with ease, dodging obstacles and pushing through the pain. Despite the odds stacked against them, they finally reached the finish line together, exhausted but triumphant. As they crossed the finish line, the instructors and fellow candidates cheered for their display of teamwork and determination. Seryu looked up at Izuku with gratitude in her eyes, knowing that she wouldn't have made it without his help. In that moment, as they stood side by side, battered but unbowed, Izuku and Seryu knew that they were meant to be a part of S.T.A.R.S, not just as individuals, but as a team that would always have each other's backs. The instructor steps forward, a proud smile tugging at his lips as he commends them on their progress. Instructor. Excellent work, both of you. The instructor said, clapping them on the shoulders. Instructor. Keep pushing yourselves like this, and you'll both become formidable fighters in no time. And with that, Izuku and Seryu exchange a respectful nod, their bond strengthened by the rigorous training session they have just endured. They may be from different country, but in the realm of combat, they are equals, united in their quest for mastery. Later, Izuku and Seryu stood side by side on the shooting range, their eyes focused and determination etched on their faces. As the targets up in quick succession, Izuku and Seryu wasted no time in taking aim and firing. Izuku's shots were precise and controlled, hitting the bullseye with impressive accuracy. Seryu, on the other hand, displayed sheer speed and agility, taking down multiple targets in rapid succession, each one pushing themselves to their limits in order to prove their worth. Izuku's calculated approach contrasted with Seryu's relentless energy, creating a dynamic and intense atmosphere on the range. Despite their different styles, both Izuku and Seryu were equally matched in skill and determination. As the final target fell, the instructors carefully assessed their performance, taking note of every shot fired and every movement made. In the end, it was a close call. The instructors deliberated over their decision before finally announcing that both Izuku and Seryu had made the cut. They had proven themselves to be more than worthy candidates for the S.T.A.R.S team, their abilities complementing each other in a way that promised great things for the future. As they shook hands in mutual respect, Izuku and Seryu knew that they had earned their place amongst the best of the best. And as they looked ahead to the challenges that awaited them, they knew that they would face them together, as allies and as friends. Meanwhile in Japan, 5 years passed since Izuku left Japan, and let's just say, his past was sad to watch. Inko was still working as a hero, but when she got home, she goes to the biggest room in the house, that was now Izuku's room, and started to clean it. The room had a giant TV, a PlayStation 5, heroes merchandises and a big bed that could fit 5 persons. Toshinori. Honey, I think it's time to stop cleaning this room. Izuku won't come back. Inko. Don't say that. My baby boy will come back to me. His mother. Toshinori. Dear, Izuku leave with Hisashi in America. I'm sorry, but he won't come back. Inko. Yes he will. After I kill Hisashi for taking my baby boy, he'll thank me for saving him from that monster. Meanwhile with Najinda, she drank her coffee when Izuku entered after some training. Izuku. Hey mom, what are you doing? Najinda. Hey, son. I just got myself some coffee, but out of nowhere I feel like I want to beat the shit out of someone. Back in Japan, meanwhile on another room was a bunch of presents from Izumi and the others. Izumi and her friends buy Izuku presents for when it's his birthday, Christmas or any anniversary and put them in the room, hoping that Izuku will come back to them. For Izuku's birthday, his grandparents, brother's figure, Fuyumi, uncles and aunties are going to America and celebrate his birthday. For Christmas, only Tuya, Fuyumi, Natsuo and Tensai come because the adults had to stay with their families. Small future. As the night grew quiet and peaceful, the sounds of Izuku and Seryu fight in the bed began to disturb their neighbors. The loud skin slap, moans, thuds and passionate whispers could be heard through the thin walls, causing some of the neighbors to groan with annoyance. One neighbor, Mrs. Jenkins, banged on the wall and shouted. Mrs. Jenkins. For goodness sake, can't you two keep it down? Some of us are trying to sleep here. Another neighbor, Mr. Smith, grumbled as he put in earplugs to block out the noise. Mr. Smith. I swear, those two are at it again. They never consider how their antics affect the rest of us. Despite the complaints from their neighbors, Izuku and Seryu were completely lost in their own world, too wrapped up in each other to care about the disruption they were causing. They continued their fight in the bed, oblivious to the frustration of those around them. Eventually, the neighbors resigned themselves to the fact that Izuku and Seryu were not going to quiet down anytime soon. They gritted their teeth and tried to drown out the noise, knowing that there was no use in trying to reason with the passionate couple next door. Future. Izuku and Seryu are in front of 1A and 1B classes. Izuku. Listen up. Me and Seryu are going to train you in hand-to-hand combat and martial arts. This is a quirkless training because you can't rely on quirks every time. Me and Seryu will help you. Don't expect from to hold back. Understand? 1B. Sir, yes, sir. Kanoko raise his hand. Kanoko. Permission to speak. Izuku. Granted. Kanoko. If I'm against you, can you please be gentle? My back is still hurting from that Boston crab you put me yesterday. Izuku. I understand and I'm sorry for hurting you, Kanoko. But you have to understand that this world will destroy you if you're not careful. Kanoko. I understand. Momo. But Zuzu, you also did the same thing to me, but you didn't apologize. Izuku. 1. You didn't ask permission, Yaoyorozu. 2. I don't care if I hurt you. I'll do it again and this time I won't stop until I crack your spine. Izumi doesn't have OFA because the past users rejected her and Toshinori still have it. No one Pav. We go back to Japan where Izumi and her friends are 15 to 16 and they are at the UA entrance exam for the hero course. Ever since Izuku leave Japan, things weren't the same anymore. The parents confiscated their electronics and they had to work to buy others. Shoto and Shoka lost the respect from Tuya, Fuyumi and Natsuo. The same goes for Tenya. Tensai don't see Tenya as a brother anymore. Samadare and Satsuki hate Suyu now because Izuku always spent time with them. Flashback. A few months passed since Izuku Hisashi, Bert and Chris leave Japan. Izumi and the others changed drastically. They tried to remember any of good memory with Izuku in it, but all they remember is bullying him. Tenya. I say when we become heroes, we go and save Izuku from that villain. All. Yes, Izumi. Besides, I don't think Oni-chan dream of being a hero is gone. He was just bluffing. I'm sure we'll see him when we go to UA. Flashback end. Now they're looking for Izuku. Izumi. Oni-chan, where are you? Katsuki. Where are you, nerd? Shoji. I don't see him. Kyoka. I can't hear him. Katsumi. I-chan, are you an idiot? Where are you? Come here so we can go home. Shoka. Izu-chan, I have Katsuden. Momo. I don't think that's gonna work, Shoka. Izumi. We can't give up. I know that Oni-chan is here. I feel that. We have to keep searching. Then Eraserhead and Ms. Joke walk past them. Izumi. Uncle, Auntie. Eraserhead. I told you that I'm no longer your uncle. Ms. Joke. What do you want? Katsumi. We can't find I-chan. Eraserhead. Did you forget what he said? Ms. Joke. He doesn't want to become a hero anymore, so he ain't here. 1A. What? Ochako. But he was supposed to be here. Eraserhead. Izuku is in America with his father and his mother. Izumi. That man is not Oni-chan father, he's a villain who kidnapped him. Tenya. And I'll arrest him for kidnapping and brainwashing. Eraserhead and Ms. Joke, not wanting to lose any more brain cells, leave them. At the watching room, there was the Nezu, UA teachers, Night Eye, Endeavor, Snow, Ray, Tuya, come with a hero name for Tuya and Toshinori. Nezu. Ah, Eraserhead, Ms. Joke. You came. Eraserhead. Sorry for coming late. MSJ Joke. They were looking for someone. Nezu. They're so stubborn. Tuya. By the way, how's Izuku in America now? Nezu. He aced the examen and now he's a S.T.A.R.S. member. Here's a photo with him in his uniform. He sent it to me yesterday. Nezu pulled a picture with Izuku in his S.T.A.R.S. uniform. Midnight. Oh my, he looks delicious. Lick her lips. Nezu pulled a spray bottle and sprayed Midnight with water. Midnight, Eraserhead. Look where's Psychic. Toshinori. She's at home. Mike. She's still cleaning that room. Toshinori. We don't know when Izuku will come back home. So we need to have the room clean. Everyone rolled their eyes because of how stupid the Yagis are. Now they know how Izumi is how it is. Toshinori. But if that villain, Hisashi won't release Izuku, I'll go to America to fight him. Nezu. Do it and you'll die. Don't forget that you and Inko are banned from entering into America. You're lucky Izuku didn't told Star and Stripes about you. Toshinori. But, sir. Nezu. Do I make myself clear? Toshinori. Scared high. Later. Izumi and her friends barely managed to get enough points due to being sanctioned and they had to gain double more points than usual. Izumi. We're on step closer to save Oni-chan. Ochako. Don't worry Deku. We'll save you and you can thank me by being a stay-at-home husband for me. Katsumi. Don't even think about Kirby. I'm his girlfriend. Izumi. Keep dreaming. I'm Momo. Wrong. I have the biggest breasts in the world. Kyoka. Stop with your breasts. Not every time is about the body. Suyu. I'm gonna be his girlfriend. We match at the hair color. Mina. I'm his girlfriend. We both have curly hair. Toru. I'm the perfect girl for him. I have the perfect body. Shoka. I already have the marriage papers. I'm Izu-chan wife. But unaware of them is that Eraserhead and Nezu saw them on cameras and saved as proof. Later, Izumi and Toshinori arrived home where Inko was still cleaning Izuku room. She used the most expensive cleaning solutions to keep the room clean. Toshinori goes to his and Inko room and called someone. Toshinori. Mirai, I need help. On the other side of the call, Night Eye was in his office. He no longer has the All Might posters in his room. Mirai. I told you to lose my number. What the fuck do you want? Toshinori. You have to help me to save Izuku from that villain. Mirai. That villain is his father. Hisashi give Izuku more love in a year than you give him all those 6 years. Toshinori. I'll go to America and save my son. Mirai. Did you forget you're banned from entering in America? Besides, even if you manage to enter in America, you'll face not only Hisashi, but also Chris Redfield and Burt Gummer. Trust me, you don't want to make this 3 angry. I saw how Hisashi and Chris punched guys through walls one time. And both of them are quirkless. There's also Burt Gummer who's the greatest gunsmith in America. And Mirai end the call. Small future. Izuku and Seryu goes to meeting with Chris at the facility. There was Hisashi, Burt, Chris Redfield, Jill Valentine, Leon Kennedy, Claire Redfield, Ada Wong, Rebecca and Major Payne. Izuku. Is this the Raccoon City reunion? Chris. I wish, Izuku. But we have bigger problems. Seryu. What kind of problems? Hisashi. We discovered that other countries may have umbrella underground bases. We also discovered about other incidents like Raccoon City. We'll split and investigate. Chris. Me and Hisashi will stay here in North America. Bert and Payne, you'll take the South America. Jill and Claire and Rebecca, you'll go to Europe. Leon and Ada will go to Africa. And Izuku and Seryu will go to Japan. Izuku. Why Japan? Payne. Since Japan only focused on heroes, they don't have any defensive against this situation. Many citizens are already barricaded in Ua after their sport festival. Chris. I know it's hard for you, Izuku, to return to that place, but... Izuku. It's alright, that's our orders. We'll go. Chris. Thank you, Izuku. But don't forget, the orders are to go there and help people. It doesn't say that you can't fight back if they try anything. Izuku. I understand. Chris. Good. This meeting is over. Izuku and everyone leave to get ready to leave. Seryu. Are you alright? Izuku. I will. But I don't really like the idea of returning to Japan. Seryu wrapped her arms around Izuku's neck and looked at him in the eyes. Seryu. Don't worry. They won't try anything. Like Chris said, you can fight back. Besides, I'm with you. I won't let them take you away. Izuku wrapped his hands on her waist. Izuku. I'm so lucky to have you by my side, Seryu. They closed their eyes and kissed. In case you wonder, Eri remained with Najanda. Future. Izuku and Seryu are patrolling through UA to make. Then, Katsuki. Deku. Izuku, Seryu. Sai. Izuku and Seryu turned and saw 1A. Izuku. Great. Like I didn't saw that coming. Seryu. It's already a part of routine. Izuku. What do you want? Izumi. Oni-chan, you should let the heroes handle the situation outside. You're obviously too weak to do it. Just get out from that organization, broke with this bitch, throw that cursed child and become a stay-at-home husband for me and the others. Izuku. I don't know on what drugs you are, but stop using them. It make you delusional. Seryu. What makes you think you can decide what Izuku can do? Izumi. I'm his sister. Izuku. No, you're not. Izumi. Yes, I'm. Jump up and down. Izuku. Sai here. Izuku give documents to Izumi. Izumi began to read. Izumi. Crying no, please. Don't tell me. Izuku. It's true. I'm no longer related to you or Inko. Momo. But how? Izuku. I meet someone in America who has a quirk that can alter the DNA and I ask the person to make me related to my mom, Najanda. I'm no longer Inko's son. Izumi broke down crying because Izuku is no longer related to her or Inko. Katsuki got angry because Deku make Izumi cry. How dare he do that? He need to be put in his place. Katsuki charged at Izuku with a right hook, but Izuku trapped Katsuki in a headlock. Izuku. Come on. Make me snap your neck. Katsuki. How did you? Izuku. Did you think everything is about quirks? Trust me, if I want, I could easily kill all of you and barely taking seriously. Izuku tightened the hold until Katsuki passed out. Izuku got up. Izuku. Let this be a warning. If you don't want to collect your teeth from the floor or if you don't want a bullet between your eyes, leave me and my fiancé alone. And with Izuku and Seryu resumed their patrol while 1A took Izumi who was still crying and Katsuki who was unconscious. No one pav. Another year has passed and now Izuku is 15. Izuku, now a proud member of the Special Tactics and Rescue Service S.T.A.R.S, was diligently working alongside his teammate, Seryu to combat the latest threat in the city. As his birthday approached, Izuku was so focused on his duties that he hadn't even realized the special day was coming up. Meanwhile, Seryu and Marvin, the team's tech expert, had secretly been planning a surprise party for Izuku. Marvin. Hey guys, Izuku's birthday is coming up soon. We should plan surprise party for him. Elliot. That's a great idea. Izuku works so hard as a S.A.R.S member, he deserves to be celebrated. Kyle. I can take care of decorations and setting up the party location. Marvin. Perfect, I'll handle getting the cake and drinks. And we should all pitch in for a gift for Izuku. Sarah. What do you think he would like? Marvin. Well, he's always talking about wanting a new utility belt for his gear. Maybe we can get one custom made for him. Kyle. That's a great idea. I know a guy who can make one for us. Let's all chip in and get it for him. Hisashi, Bert, Chris and Marvin had enlisted the help of the other S.T.A.R.S members to organize the event and make it a memorable celebration for their friend. On the day of Izuku's birthday, everyone managed to wrap up their mission early, giving them some time to prepare for the surprise party and his uncle, aunties, his brother's figures and grandparents come. Marvin had decorated the common area with balloons, streamers, and a large banner that read, Happy Birthday, Izuku. As Izuku entered the room, he was greeted by his fellow members shouting. Everyone. Surprise. Izuku was completely taken aback by the unexpected celebration and couldn't believe they had gone through all this trouble for him. Izuku. Wow, what's all this? Marvin. Happy birthday, Izuku. We wanted to celebrate you and all your hard work. And we have a little something for you. Izuku. You guys didn't have to do this. Thank you so much. Sarah hands Izuku a beautifully wrapped present, while Kyle presents him with a custom-made utility belt. Izuku. Wow, this is amazing. Thank you all so much. I feel truly grateful to have such incredible friends and teammates. The S.T.A.R.S members spend the rest of the day celebrating Izuku's birthday, enjoying cake, drinks, and each other's company. It's a day filled with laughter, joy, and gratitude for the bond they share as a team. The team presented Izuku with a homemade cake, gifts, and heartfelt birthday wishes. Chuya got Izuku video games, the entire franchise of Dead Space. Natsuo got Izuku the entire franchise of Assassin's Creed. Rei scolded his boys for giving Izuku violent games. Fuyumi got Izuku a bike. Tensai got Izuku racing cars games. Aizawa got Izuku a knife like his knife. Nezu got Izuku blackmail for Toshinori and Inko. Izuku also got new clothes from his uncles and aunties. Hisashi Yamada got Izuku a new pair of earphones. Jill got Izuku a machete. Chris got Izuku AM416 with attachments like suppressor, extend mag, a stock, vertical foregrip and a scope. Barry got Izuku a new combat knife. Rebecca got Izuku a new pair of fingerless gloves. Bert got Izuku a sniper rifle and told Izuku that he'll teach him how to use it. Hisashi got the best gift. 5 big remote control cars. Izuku then give 4 of the cars to the others and together they did races through the halls of the station. Seryu steps closer and gently kisses Izuku. I've been wanting to do that for long time. Izuku, blushing eye, it in any longer. Seryu, I care about you so much, Izuku. Izuku, thank you, Seryu. This means a lot to me. Seryu, happy birthday, Izuku. I hope this kiss is just the beginning of something special between us. Izuku, me too, Seryu. Thank you for being so brave and honest with your feelings. Izuku was touched by their thoughtfulness and felt incredibly grateful to be surrounded by such a caring and supportive group of friends. While in Japan he was celebrated his birthday by himself since Inko almost every time locked him in the room and lied that Izuku is sick. As they enjoyed the party together, Izuku couldn't help but feel like he was exactly where he belonged, fighting alongside his S.T.A.R.S family and celebrating the special moments in life, no matter how chaotic their missions may be. Later, the party finished and everyone goes home, despite Chief Iron's orders. Press middle finger to Chief Irons. Izuku goes home and enter inside. He walked towards his room and opened it and saw Seryu on his bed, wearing a pair of lacy bra. Izuku was wide mouth open when he saw Seryu body in all her radiant glory. Her giant breasts, her tone's body, her juicy ass and her thick thighs. Seryu saw Izuku third leg hard as steel. Seryu, smirk looks like you what you see. Come and claim your birthday present. Izuku closed the door and let's just say that the neighbors couldn't sleep because of the skin slap, moaning and screaming. Neighbor 1. Shouting from their window, hey, can you keep it down in there? Neighbor 2. Whispering, I don't think they can hear us. They seem pretty caught up. Neighbor 1. Frustrated, this is ridiculous. It's past midnight and I have to be up early for work. Neighbor 2. Sarcastically, yeah, I'm sure they'll be real considerate about that. Neighbor 1. Sighing, maybe we should just try to drown out the noise with some white noise or something. Neighbor 2. Nodding, good idea. I'll put on some music. Neighbor 1. After a few minutes of silence I can still hear them. Neighbor 2. Looks like we're in for a long night. Meanwhile in Japan, Izumi throw away the cake that said, Happy birthday Izumi, and run towards her room where she cried to sleep. The rest of 1A leave the presents for her and Izuku and leave. Inko took the presents for Izuku and put them in that room and Izumi presents at her door room. Later the same night, the 1A girls felt a pain in the chest like they were betrayed. They put the hands where the heart is. 1A girls. I hope you're not cheating on me, Oni-chan, Deku I-chan, Izu-chan, Zuzu, Mophead, Izu-kun. You belong to me. Toshinori tried to get somehow to America, but even with Madam President help, they couldn't do anything because Chris warned them what will happen if they dare to cross him. Future. Izuku meet and hang out with Habuko. Izuku couldn't tell her about what Tsuyu and the others did because he know how much her friendship with Tsuyu mean to hear. Izuku. It was nice to see you again, Habuko. Habuko. Same, Izuku. Good luck on your duty. And she left. Once she left, Tsuyu came to Izuku. Tsuyu. Smile, thank you for not telling Habuko-chan about what I did. Izuku then grabbed Tsuyu by the collar and smashed her on the wall. Tsuyu. Izuku then grabbed Tsuyu's jaw and forced her to open her mouth. Then Izuku showed his derringer in her mouth. Izuku. Listen here, bitch. The only reason why I didn't told Habuko about what you and your shitty friends did to me is because I know how much Habuko care about your friendship, but if you or anyone from your class or Toshinori and Inko try anything, I won't hesitate to put a bullet between your eyes. Izuku let go of Seryu and put his gun back to its holster, but not before to shoot a bullet next to Seryu's head as a warning. A few millimeters to the left and Seryu would have a hole in her right eye. Izuku. This is a warning. Next time I won't miss. And Izuku leave. Seryu fall on her knees and started to hyperventilate from the shock that a bullet almost hit her. She collapsed from shock. Izuku and Seryu were working as a team, working tirelessly to protect their city from any threats that may arise. As Seryu's birthday approached, Izuku and the rest of the team wanted to do something special for her. They decided to throw her a surprise party, but her birthday. Izuku. Hey guys, I was thinking we should plan a surprise party for Seryu's birthday next week. Chris. That's a great idea. We should totally do something special for her. Bert. I think she'll really appreciate it. We just have to make sure she doesn't catch on to what we're planning. Izuku. Yeah, we should act like we have idea when her birthday is and be sneaky about it. Elliot. Maybe we can pretend like we forgot about it completely until the last minute. Jill. That could work. We need to keep it a secret from Seryu though, so let's be careful about it. Seryu walks in and overhears their conversation. Seryu. What's all this talk about my birthday? Izuku. Oh, nothing. We were just talking about random stuff. Seryu. Okay then. Well, I'll let you guys get back to your random stuff. The group looks at each other nervously. Chris. Smooth, Izuku. Real smooth. Izuku. Sorry, I panicked. We'll have to be more careful from now on. They all agree to keep the surprise party a secret and start planning the details for Seryu's special day. So, they all pretended like they were too busy with work to remember, even though secretly they were planning every detail of the party. On the day of Seryu's birthday, Izuku made sure to keep her distracted with a training exercise while the rest of the team set up the decorations and food for the party. As soon as Seryu returned to the base, everyone yelled, "Surprise!" And Seryu was completely shocked. Tears welled up in Seryu's eyes as she realized that her teammates had gone through so much trouble to make her feel special on her birthday. The rest of the evening was filled with laughter, cake, and presents as they celebrated Seryu and all she brought to the team. Everyone gets Seryu a gift, guns or equipment. Izuku pulled out a medium gift-wrapped box from his pocket and handed it to Seryu with a smile. Izuku. Happy birthday, Seryu. Seryu with excitement as she opened the gift. Inside was a beautiful green scarf, made of the softest material she had ever felt. It was the perfect shade of green, just like her favorite color. Seryu. Oh Izuku, this is perfect. Seryu put the scarf around her neck, feeling the texture around her neck. Seryu. I love it so much, thank you. Izuku grinned, happy to see how much Seryu loved her gift. Izuku, I thought it would look great on you. And I wanted to give you something special from me on your special day. Seryu hugged Izuku tightly, feeling grateful to have such a thoughtful boyfriend. Seryu couldn't help but feel incredibly lucky to have someone like Izuku in her life. And as she looked down at the green scarf around her neck, she knew she would treasure it forever as a reminder of their love. It was a night that Seryu would never forget, and one that solidified the bond between her and her fellow S.T.A.R.S. members. After the party crashed, everyone leave home, not even listening to Chief Irons press middle finger to Chief Irons. The next day, Izuku slowly opened his eyes, bathed in soft morning light. As he stirred from his sleep, he felt a warm presence next, Seryu, peacefully sleeping beside him. Her delicate features softened in sleep, her long hair cascading over the pillow. Izuku couldn't help but smile at the sight of her, feeling grateful for having her by his side. He reached out to gently brush a stray strand of hair away from her face, heart swelling with love for her. Seryu stirred slightly, her eyelashes fluttering as she began to wake up. She blinked her eyes open and smiled sleepily at Izuku, her gaze filled with affection. Seryu. Half asleep. Good morning, Izuku. Izuku. Good morning, Seryu. I'm so happy to wake up next to you. Seryu snuggled closer to him, wrapping her arms around his waist. The two of them lay there in comfortable silence, basking in the warmth of each other's presence. As they lay there, Izuku couldn't help but wash over him. In that moment, he knew that no matter what challenges they faced in the future, as long as they had each other, they could overcome anything. And with Seryu by his side, Izuku knew that he was truly home. They got downstairs to eat breakfast and find Hisashi in the kitchen in Najinda, who was ready to leave. Hisashi. Izuku, Seryu, I have something important to discuss with you both. Izuku. What is it, Dad? Seryu. Is everything okay? Hisashi. I've been thinking about your past, Izuku, and how it may interfere with your future. I believe that the best way to ensure that doesn't happen for you and Seryu to get engaged. Izuku. Engaged? But we're still so young. Seryu. I think it's a good idea, Izuku. It shows our commitment to each other and our future together. Hisashi. I'm glad you both see it that way. It will also help solidify your bond and give you a sense of security moving forward. Izuku. All right, Dad. We'll do it. Seryu. Will you marry me? Seryu. Yes, Izuku. I would love to marry you. Hisashi. I'm so happy for both of you. This is a big step, but I know you're both ready for it. Congratulations, my son. And so Izuku and Seryu got engaged, and every S.T.A.R.S member are celebrating the new engaged couple. Meanwhile in Japan, 1A survived the USJ attack from villains. Small future. Seryu was called in Chief Iron's office. Seryu. You called me, Chief Irons. Irons. Yes, I saw how hard you work here and I think you deserve a promotion. Seryu. Thank you, Irons M. To give you the promotion, all you have to do is to give me a handjob. Seryu. Angry what? Irons. Grin and to spend a night with me. Seryu grow a tick mark on her head. How dare this fat, no offense, and disgusting pig to propose something like that? Seryu. I have to refuse. Seryu got ready to leave, but Irons got her by the hand. Irons. I didn't ask you. I demand it to you. Seryu had enough and punch him in the face, breaking his nose, then leave. Future. Izuku and Seryu are on the rooftop of UA and they looking at the group picture they take when they join S.T.A.R.S. Izuku. Seryu, I can't believe we're the only ones left. The rest of our comrades, they didn't make it. Seryu. I know, Izuku. It's hard to accept. They were like family to us. Izuku. We did everything we could to help them, but it wasn't enough. Raccoon was a nightmare. Seryu. I keep replaying that day in my mind. The chaos, the horror, it's all so overwhelming. Izuku. I wish we could have saved them. I wish we could have done more. Seryu. We have to stay strong, Izuku. Our fallen comrades would want us to carry on their legacy. Izuku. You're right, Seryu. We have to honor their memory and continue fighting for what's right. We can't let their sacrifices be in vain. Seryu. We'll never forget the bravery and camaraderie of our friends. They will always hold a special place in our hearts. Izuku. Let's make a promise, Seryu. We'll keep fighting, keep pushing forward, and never give up hope. For them. Seryu. Agreed, Izuku. We will never forget their sacrifice, and we will make sure their legacy lives on. Our fallen comrades will always be with us in spirit. No one pav. A few days passes since Seryu's birthday and now it's the 22nd of September. A few reports about aggressive behavior from citizens and animals like dogs. Some of those aggressive ones were missing parts of flesh and their teeth were white and showed a lot of hostility by biting hard. On the news and the doctors said that a bite will infect the others. But unaware of them is that the cause of this was none other than Umbrella Corporation for creating the T-virus, and this virus spread through the sewers. The T-virus created by the Umbrella Corporation spread through Raccoon City through a series of unfortunate events. Initially, the virus was leaked from a research facility owned by the corporation, infecting several individuals who then spread it to others through bites and scratches. The infected individuals began to exhibit aggressive behavior and mutated into horrifying creatures, causing panic and chaos throughout the city. The virus quickly spread through the population, turning Raccoon City into a nightmarish hellscape overrun by zombies and other monstrosities. Despite efforts to contain the outbreak, the T-virus continued spread uncontrollably, leading to the eventual destruction of the city. Now the remaining S.T.A.R.S. members are gathering around and they explain the situation and their tasks, to find as many survivors as possible. In the eerie darkness of Raccoon City, Izuku and Seryu found themselves in the midst of chaos. The once bustling city now lay in ruins due to the deadly virus unleashed by the nefarious Umbrella Corporation. As members of S.T.A.R.S., their mission was clear: to survive and uncover the truth behind the outbreak. Izuku and Seryu moved swiftly through the deserted streets, there at the ready. The infected creatures lurked around every corner, their distorted a chilling reminder of the horrors that had befallen the city. The duo knew they had to tread carefully if they wanted to make it out alive. As they navigated through the maze-like streets, Izuku could feel the weight of responsibility on his shoulders. He had sworn to protect the innocent, and he would not let anything stand in the way of fulfilling his duty. Seryu, of the way. Together, they faced countless challenges, from hordes of infected creatures. But through sheer grit and determination, they overcame each obstacle that stood in their path. Their bond as partners grew stronger with each passing moment, forging a connection that transcended mere camaraderie. As they delved deeper into the heart of the city, Izuku the true nature of the virus and the sinister motives behind its release. Umbrella was not content with simply causing chaos. They had grander plans that threatened the entire world. Izuku knew that this might happen to Japan where his family is living, but now he has to stay focused. With time running out and the odds stacked against them, Izuku and Seryu knew that they had to act fast. They devised a plan to search for more survivors and resources. As they stood at the entrance of a facility, Izuku and Seryu shared a knowing look. Their journey had been perilous and fraught with danger, but they charged forward, ready to face whatever challenges awaited them inside. The fate of Raccoon City, and perhaps the world itself, rested in their hands. And as long as Izuku and Seryu stood together, there was nothing they couldn't overcome. But once they were inside the facility, they noticed a horde. Izuku and Seryu found themselves surrounded by a horde of ravenous zombies. With their backs against the wall, Seryu felt a sharp pain in her left arm as the zombies sank its decaying teeth into her flesh. Screaming in agony, Seryu collapsed to the ground as Izuku quickly sprang into action and shot the zombie with his gun. Realizing that the infection from the zombie bite was spreading rapidly, he knew that amputating her arm was the only way to save her life. Izuku grabbed his machete and with tears streaming down his face, he began the gruesome task of severing Seryu's infected arm. Seryu, crying *ah. Despite her screams of pain, Seryu knew that it was the only way to survive. Once the deed was done, Izuku bandaged up the wound as best as he could, trying to stop the bleeding. Seryu lay on the ground, pale and weak, but grateful for Izuku's quick thinking and bravery. As they made their way through the zombie-infested streets, Seryu clung to Izuku's side, her one remaining arm trembling with fear. Despite the loss of her limb, she knew that she was lucky to have Izuku by her side, willing to do whatever it took to keep her alive in this terrifying new world. The 24th of September. Seryu got operation and now has a left metal arm, but she was still weak from the operation, but still wanted to help. Now Izuku and Seryu were in the station parking place and search for any vehicles functionals. While they were looking, out of nowhere a zombie dog jumped on Izuku. Izuku, get off me. The dog tried to bite on Izuku, but Izuku was holding it in place. Seryu couldn't shoot since the dog was close to Izuku and she couldn't use her handblade either since it was high chances to hurt Izuku. Seryu, get off him. Seryu grabbed the dog and dragged away from Izuku. Without hesitation, the creature lunged at her, sinking its teeth into her flesh. Seryu let out a piercing scream as the pain shot through her body. Izuku quickly drew his shotgun and killed the dog and then rushed to Seryu's side, his heart pounding in his chest. He knew that there only one way to save Seryu now. He had to amputate her right arm too before the infection spread any further like he did with her left one. With shaking hands, Izuku grabbed his machete. Izuku, trembling, I need to amputate your arm. Seryu nodded weakly, tears streaming down her face. Izuku worked quickly, his hands steady despite the fear coursing through his veins. With a swift motion, he severed Seryu's arm from her body, blood oozing from the wound. Seryu cried out in pain, her body convulsing as shock set in. But Izuku didn't falter. He quickly bandaged the stump, doing his best to stop the bleeding. Seryu's breathing was shallow, her eyes glazed over with pain. As the adrenaline began to fade, Izuku sank to his knees, his hands stained with blood. He had saved Seryu's life, but at what cost? The guilt weighed heavily on his shoulders as he looked at his friend, now forever changed by the horrors of this tragedy. But in that moment, as the world fell apart around them, Izuku knew that he would do whatever it took to protect those he cared about. And if that meant making the ultimate sacrifice, then so be it. The 28th of September. Izuku and Seryu got another mission. The task at hand was to escort Leon into town safely, but Izuku couldn't shake off his concern for Seryu's condition. Ever since the operation on her prosthetic arms, she hadn't fully recovered, making her physical strength limited. As they were prepping their gear, Seryu joining Izuku in escorting Leon. Despite Izuku's protests, she was determined to prove her worth and not be left behind. Seryu. Determination. I may be weaker now, but I can still pull my weight. Reluctantly, Izuku agreed to let Seryu accompany them, knowing that her skills and determination could still prove valuable in the mission. As they made their way towards Izuku's jeep, Marvin goes towards them. Marvin. Be careful out there. Izuku. We will. Marvin. You too. Izuku and Seryu got inside the jeep and started to drive to find Leon. Izuku kept a close eye on Seryu, ready to provide assistance if needed. However, as they encountered some unexpected obstacles along the way, Seryu's limitations became more apparent. She struggled to keep up with the pace, her prosthetic arms straining under the pressure. Izuku could see the frustration in her eyes, but he knew that pushing herself too hard could make things worse. With a heavy heart, Izuku made the difficult decision to ask Seryu to stay back and wait for his and Leon return. Izuku. I know you want to help, but your health comes first. We'll handle this, and you can join us next time when you're fully recovered. But Seryu was stubborn like a yak and Izuku couldn't do anything. He vowed to support her and help her in this mission and ensure that she would be ready for future missions. And as Seryu worked hard to regain her strength, she knew that with her determination and Izuku's support, nothing could hold her back from being a valuable member of the team once again. Small future. Izuku and Leon are face to face for the last time with the tyrant who now is mutated and has a bigger arm. Izuku. At least we know why he has an arm bigger than the other. Leon. Why? Izuku. Because the bigger one is the one who he used to masturbate. Leon burst out laughing. Another small future. Claire. Is he dead? Seryu. Maybe, but I don't take any chances. Seryu pulled her double-barrel shotgun and shoot in Chief Iron's head, press middle finger to Chief Irons. Future. As the sun began to dip below the horizon, casting a warm orange glow over the horizon, Izuku and Seryu sat side by side on a grassy, enjoying the peaceful beauty of the moment. They laughed and chatted about their day, soaking in the serenity of the evening. Suddenly, a loud voice interrupted their conversation. Katsuki stomped up the hill, his face twisted in anger. Katsuki. What are you two losers doing here? Talking about those pathetic friends of yours again who deserved to die because they were weak, I see. Izuku and Seryu exchanged a knowing glance, knowing that Katsuki had always been angry because Izuku almost ended his hero career, not that it mattered in a time like this. But before they could respond, Katsuki launched into a tirade, insulting their friends and belittling their bond. Seryu's eyes flashed with anger as she stood up, towering over Katsuki. Seryu. You have no right to talk about our friends and comrades like that. They may not be perfect, but they were loyal and kind, unlike you. Katsuki scoffed, unimpressed by Seryu's words. But before he could react, Seryu moved with lightning speed, delivering a swift punch to his jaw that sent him staggering backward. Shocked and humiliated, Katsuki tried to retaliate, but Seryu was too quick for him, dodging his blows and landing a series of powerful punches and kicks that left him bruised and defeated. Izuku watched in awe as Seryu stood tall, her fists clenched and her eyes blazing with determination. She had defended their friends and comrades who died as heroes and put Katsuki in his place, teaching him a lesson he wouldn't soon forget. And as the sun finally dipped below the horizon, casting the scene in a soft twilight glow, Izuku and Seryu's unwavering loyalty and fierce protectiveness. No one pav. The atmosphere in the S.T.A.R.S headquarters was tense as Izuku and Seryu prepared to go on their mission to escort Leon through Raccoon City. Izuku knew that Seryu wasn't fully recovered from her operation to receive her prosthetic arms, but she was as stubborn as a yak when it came to helping out on missions. Izuku. Seryu, I really think you should stay back at the station. We need you at your best for this mission. Seryu scoffed, crossing her mechanical arms defiantly. Seryu. I can handle it, Izuku. I won't let a little operation hold me back from helping out my team. I'll be fine. Izuku sighed, knowing that arguing with Seryu was like trying to reason with a brick wall. He nodded resignedly and handed her weapons, making sure she was properly armed for the dangerous journey ahead. As they geared up and headed out to the parking garage where Izuku's Jeep is parked. Izuku got on the driver chair and Seryu on right. Izuku started the engine and they drive into the streets of Raccoon City. Seryu had a face with determination, refusing to show any signs of weakness despite the strain on her new prosthetic arms. Izuku watched her closely, ready to step in and help if she needed it. At the gas station, Leon and Claire are filling their vehicles and then noticed something, a smashing sound inside, and finds an Arclays County Sheriff deputy being attacked by a zombie. Zombies flock from the surrounding area to the gas station, cornering Leon and Claire. The two meet at the entrance, and try to evade the horde of zombies, but they were too many. The zombies were about to attack Leon and Claire. Then a couple of shoots were heard and some zombies got their heads blown. Leon and Claire saw a jeep. Izuku. Get in. Leon and Claire got inside the jeep and Izuku drive away from the zombies. Leon. Thanks, Claire. You saved us. Izuku. Don't thank us now. Seryu. We still haven't escaped yet. Claire. Do you know what happened here? Leon. Number. But I think we might have some answers at the station. Claire. Wait, you're a cop. Leon. Yes, Leon Kennedy. You are. Izuku. Her name is Claire Redfield. Claire. Izuku, is that you? Izuku. It's good to see you again, Claire. Seryu. But we would like this reunion under better circumstances. Leon. You three know each other. Izuku. Yes, Leon. Leon. Do you know me? Who are you? Izuku. Izuku Midoriya, member of S.T.A.R.S. Seryu. Seryu Ubiquitous, also a member of S.T.A.R.S. Claire saw Seryu prothesis arms and she was staring at Seryu. Seryu. Claire, what's up? You've staring at me for a while. Claire. Seryu, I noticed your prosthetic arms. What happened? Did you get into it with one of those things or something? Seryu. Yeah, something like that. My arms were cut off to save me from turning into one of those things outside. Claire. Are you okay now? Seryu. Yeah, thanks to the S.T.A.R.S team and some advanced medical technology, I'm doing just fine. It's all part of the job, you know. Izuku. Yeah, we're always facing dangerous situations like that. But we always have each other's backs. Claire. You guys are so brave. I'm glad to have you on our team. Stay safe out there, okay. Seryu. Thanks, Claire. We'll do our best to protect and have each other backs. Izuku keep driving towards Raccoon City. Meanwhile with Marvin, driving through the ruined streets, Leon and Claire discover the only people in sight are zombies, but overhear from a pre-recorded announcement that refugees are to head to the Raccoon police station for shelter. When the jeep reaches a dead end, Izuku, Seryu, Leon and Claire realize they must continue on foot. Leon. Looks like we're going to walk. Claire noticed some zombies. Claire. More like running. Izuku and Seryu put silencers on their pistols and give also spare silencers to Leon and Claire. The jeep is quickly set upon by zombies, preventing their escape for several seconds as an injured truck driver drives towards them, losing consciousness as he swerves off the road and narrowly avoids a direct collision. Izuku, Seryu, Leon and Claire escape the burning police jeep shortly before it ignites the oil leaking from the wrecked truck, causing a massive explosion. Izuku, Seryu, Leon and Claire confirm their safety. Izuku. We should go. It's not safe here. All four of them goes with their guns pointed ready to shoot at those zombies. After they walked and avoided the zombies to conserve ammunition, they arrived at the Raccoon police station. Leon. There it is. The station. Izuku, Seryu, Leon and Claire enter through the gate and then lock them. They enter inside, but they didn't saw anybody. Izuku. Maybe they're somewhere else. Izuku and Seryu checked the computer, especially the cameras. Leon. There's got to be someone here. Then they saw Elliot. Izuku and Leon open the door enough so they can fit. All four enter inside and look around. Inside a room was some spare ammunition, enough for Leon and Claire. They walked through the halls, searching for Elliot. Then they heard his voice. Elliot. Open up. Izuku. We're coming, Elliot. Seryu. Just hold on. They arrived at the door and Izuku with Leon tried to pull the door enough to open it for Elliot to squeeze out. Seryu. Give me your hand. Elliot give his hand to Seryu. Claire. Give me your other hand. Elliot give Claire his other hand. But then, all four witnesses police officer Elliot Edward be torn in half under a shutter while trying to help him. For Leon and Claire couldn't withstand the fact that Elliot died in front of them, but Izuku and Seryu were more affected by Elliot's death than Leon and Claire. Elliot was like Tuya, Natsuo and Tensai for Izuku. For Seryu, Elliot was like an older brother to her. Then they saw how the gate was pushed by those zombies. Leon picked up the notebook and leave through the same way they enter. First was Claire, then Seryu. After was Leon and then Izuku. Izuku was almost out, but a zombie caught him by the leg. Izuku. Get the fuck off. Izuku tried to kick the zombie in the face, but it didn't work. Seryu tried to get it off Izuku. She even tried to punch it in the face with her metal arms, but Seryu punches weren't that powerful since Seryu was still not used to them. Leon and Claire pointed their guns at the zombie, but couldn't get a clear shoot. Then Marvin came and took Izuku out from the zombie and then smashed the zombie head with the gate. Marvin. You're safe. For now. Marvin looked at Leon and Claire. Marvin. Marvin Branagh. Leon. Leon Kennedy. Claire. Claire Redfield. Izuku. Marvin. Elliot was there. Seryu. We couldn't. Marvin offered his arm and helped Izuku. Marvin. I'm sure you did all you could, Izuku. Leon and Claire gear up. Gov Lieutenant Governor. Marvin Branagh, the only remaining officer, helps explain the situation, that the few remaining police officers, now all gone, were trying to escape through a secret passageway. Marvin. All you gotta know is that this place will eat you alive if you're not careful. Leon. I should start last week. But I got orders to stay. I wish I could come sooner. Claire. Same. Marvin. You're here now, Leon. Look at Claire, you're really Chris' sister. Claire. Yeah, why? Do you know where he's? Marvin. He's on vacation. Claire. Vacation. Seryu. He's in Europe. Izuku. With Dad and Uncle Bert. Leon and Claire finished. Leon. Okay, Lieutenant. We're ready. Marvin. You four might find a way out of this station. Elliot thought this secret passage might do the trick. Give Leon the notebook. Leon. That's great. We can get you to a hospital. Marvin. Number. I'm not the priority here. Izuku. Marvin. We can't leave you here. Marvin. I'm giving you an order, Izuku. You two, rookie. You four save yourselves. I'll come with you, but I'll mostly slow. All four nodded. Marvin then took 2 knives and give them to Leon and Claire. Marvin. Now, you'll need these. Leon. I can't. Claire. Me neither. Marvin. Stop. Leon and Claire grabbed the handle, but Marvin didn't let go of the knives. Marvin. And don't make my mistake. If you see one of those things, no matter who they were, you take it out, or you run. Got it? Leon, Claire. Yes. All four got ready to leave and search through the station, but Marvin put a hand on Izuku's shoulder. Marvin. Izuku, I want to speak with you privately. Izuku nodded and Seryu. Leon and Claire goes forward and Izuku said that he'll catch up with them. Marvin. Holding his wound, you know what'll happen to me. Izuku. Crying, I know, but I don't want that, Marvin. Marvin. Don't be, Izuku. But promise me this. When I turned, I want you to put me out of my misery. Please, do it for me. Izuku wiped his tears away. Izuku. I promise. Marvin entrusts the opening of the secret passage to them. Izuku and Seryu showed to Leon and Claire the way to the weapons room so they can gear up. Leon and Claire got the weapons cannon from the game. They go to and search for medallions. One was at the next floor. They put it at the center statue and begin to open the passage. Marvin. So Elliot was right. Izuku. Yeah, but the passage is still closed. Eventually, they discovers the passage and enters the secret passage that was hidden beneath the statue in the main hall. Leon. It goes underground. Claire. That's our way out. Leon. Lieutenant. Branna. Marvin. Leon and Claire approached Marvin. Izuku knew that Marvin would turn into a zombie and got ready to draw his gun. Marvin woke up and showed hostile issues. Leon. We need to get you to a hospital. Marvin. No, save yourselves. Claire. Marvin, we can make it to the hospital. Marvin. Go. Seryu. Marvin, we want to help you. Let us help you. Marvin draw his gun. Marvin. It's too late. I tried, but I couldn't stop it. We can't let this thing spread. It's on you now. Please, just go. Izuku. We understand. Izuku and Seryu hugged Marvin. Izuku. Cry thank you for everything, Marvin. Seryu. Cry we'll never forget you. Marvin refuses to go, knowing that he is about to become a zombie, and he shuts the door on them. They enter through the passage. Izuku. Damn it. Izuku punched the wall next to him, making a crack on it. They got to the elevator and goes underground. When they return at the police station, they are forced to solve the puzzle all by themselves, with Marvin now zombified. Leon. Marvin. Damn it. Leon and Claire pointed their guns at Marvin, but Izuku signaled them to not shoot. Seryu. Izuku, what are you doing? Izuku. What Marvin requested me. The once kind and dedicated officer had succumbed to the T-virus, becoming a mindless zombie hungry for flesh. With a heavy heart, Izuku aimed his gun and fired, putting an end to his friend's suffering. Marvin slumped to the ground, his body twitching in its final moments. As Izuku approached, Izuku. We'll stop this, Marvin. I promise. Izuku then took his flask and taking a moment to honor his fallen comrade by taking a swig from the flask. The bitter liquid burned his throat, a stark reminder of the horrors they faced in Raccoon City. Tears welled up in Izuku's eyes as he whispered a silent goodbye to Marvin, knowing that he had done what needed to be done to survive in this cruel, twisted world. In the underground tunnels, all four encounter Birkin. Sherry warned them about someone behind them. They turned and encounter Dr. William Birkin, a scientist of Umbrella in an ugly form, and fights him. William smashed them through the floor and they had to fight him. After defeating him, William fall. Izuku. I think we need to split. Seryu, you will go with Claire and I'll go with Leon. As they approach the S.T.A.R.S office, they will encounter T-00, AT-103 Tyrant sent to wipe out everyone at the police station and hunt for the G-virus. Izuku. What the fuck is that? Seryu. I don't know. But I don't think he's friendly. With Izuku and Leon, after defeating Birkin, they go to the surface and at the parking. Leon. Damn. Need a key card. Do you have one? Izuku. Number. Lost it in the battle with that thing. Then two dogs launched at them and they couldn't use their guns. Two shoots were heard and the dogs fall. Hey, Leon. Who's that? Stay sharp. Izuku and Leon quickly took their guns and shoots the dogs. Then they pointed their guns at the woman who was coming. Ada. Lower your guns. Pull her identity card * FBI. Izuku was having doubts about Ada. Leon. Sorry, thanks. Ada shoot the dude who was about to get up. Ada. Surprised you made it this far. Leon. FBI, huh? What's going on here? Ada. Sorry, that information is classified. Izuku. Where are you going? Ada. Do yourselves a favor. Stop asking questions and get the hell out of here. Ada is uncooperative and disrespectful to Izuku and Leon as a police officers. Izuku and Leon goes to search for a key card. They arrived at the prison. Hello, Izuku. Hey, Ben. I can't believe it. Real humans. Hello humans. Leon. You been here long? Ben. Long enough. Are we the last ones alive? Izuku. No. There's a few of us. Ben. Oh, that's good news, I guess. Unless, of course, Irons sent you. Leon. Irons. You mean Chief Irons. Is he still around? Ben. Who cares? Hopefully, He's somebody's dinner by now. Izuku. So do I. Leon. What do you mean by that? Ben. He's the bastard that locked me in here. Izuku. And he tried to rape my fiancée, Seryu. Leon. I'm sure he had a good reason. Ben. He did. I was about to blow the whistle on his dirty ass. I've have done the same thing too, I guess. A weird sound was heard. Ben. Hey, I'll make you a deal. Unlock this cell and I'll give you this. There's no other way out of that parking garage. Believe me, Leon. Sorry, I can't do that. I have to talk to the chief first. Izuku. Screw Chief Irons. Izuku taped a grenade on the door. Izuku. Fire in the hole. Ben used the bed as a cover. The grenade exploded, freeing Ben. Ben. Thank you. Izuku. Don't thank me yet. Pull a spare gun towards Ben here. You know how to use this thing. Ben. Yeah. Leon is unconvinced that his boss is corrupt. Ben was about to get out of the prison and get the gun, but he is killed by T-00, a bio-weapon made by Umbrella. Ada came and Izuku with Leon pointed their guns at her. Ada. It's me. Put that thing away. Leon. I don't even know what happened, it just happened so quick. Ada looked at Ben. Ada. I told you to get out of here. You don't want to end up like Ben, would you? Leon. You knew him. Ada. He was an informant. Had information of use to my investigation. Izuku. So what he said was true. Adam got ready to leave. Leon. Hey, you can't keep walking away from us. Leon touched her hand, but she quickly retreated. Leon. I don't even know your name. I'm Leon Kennedy. Izuku. I'm Izuku Midoriya. Ada. Find a way out, Leon and Izuku. Before it's too late, then we'll talk. She walked away. Ada. Name's Ada. Izuku and Leon took the key card and goes back to the parking garage. They were about to open the door but they're stalked by T-00 as well. Ada is able to incapacitate T-00 by ramming him with a police van. Ada. That's saving your ass twice. Izuku. I didn't know you keep count. Without Ben, who was her contact, she recruits Leon and Izuku into her operation instead, telling them she is an FBI agent investigating Dr. Annette Birkin, who she blames for the outbreak. Izuku put the key card and opened the gate. They walked through the streets. Then, someone bumped into Izuku's leg. Izuku looked down and saw a little girl with white hair and a horn on her right side of her forehead. Izuku. Hey there, little one. Izuku reached his hand to pat her head. The little girl was scared, but as soon as she felt Izuku touched, she calmed down from sensing his warm touch. Eri, stop disturbing these nice officers. A man with a green coat and purple fur, wearing a plague mask come. Leon and Ada didn't know who was. But Izuku knew it. It was Overhaul. He knew him from Uncle Night Eye report case. Izuku saw that on Overhaul wrist was a umbrella wristband access. Overhaul. I'm sorry for my daughter, officer. Izuku. It's okay. But why does she has so many bandages? Overhaul. She's very clumsy. Now Eri. Come. Eri. Whisper please, don't go. Eri hold Izuku uniform tight. Overhaul. Looks like Eri had a like to you. May I speak with you? He turned away and walked towards the dark alley, taking his glove off. Izuku saw Eri starting to let him go, but Izuku hold Eri tight. Izuku then pulled his gun and shoot Overhaul in the head, killing him. Leon. Why did you do that? Izuku walked towards Overhaul body and showed them the Umbrella ID bracelet. Izuku put it in his pocket. Izuku. Ada, you can check him. Maybe he has something for your investigation. Izuku pick up Eri and goes to a shop and take some clothes for Eri. Since the town is swarming with zombies, Izuku didn't even had to worry about money. Izuku picked up some clothes that fit Eri and give them to her. Izuku. Here you go, Eri. Eri took the clothes and changed in the changing room. After 5 minutes, Izuku. You're so cute. Hug her. Eri didn't know what was the feeling, but she felt warm inside her from the hug. Izuku picked up Eri and got ready to leave. Then they encounter Najanda and because they didn't know who was behind each other, they pointed their guns at each other. Izuku. Mom. Najanda. Izuku. What are you doing here? Izuku. I was ready to go and pick some clothes for Eri. Najanda saw Eri and Izuku explained what happened to Eri. Najanda. That bastard. Izuku. I know. Eri, can you go with my mom? I need to help my friend. Eri. Anyo. What's a mom? Both Izuku and Najanda froze when they heard that. Izuku. You see, Eri. A mom is like my mom. She's the one who took care of when I was little. A mom is someone who take care of you and love you. And a father is the same like a mom, but it's a male. Eri. So, are you my father? Again they froze. Izuku. I guess I can't let you alone in this world. But for now go with the grandma, sweetie. Eri. Okay. Najanda picked up Eri and goes to her car, which was a jeep as well, but a normal one. Izuku goes after Leon and Ada. Before heading into the sewers, the three meet gun shop owner Robert Kendo, who is one of the few uninfected Raccoon City survivors. Kendo. Shit, Izuku. Izuku. Kendo. I'm so happy to see you. They are distracted by his 10-year-old daughter, Emma, who is infected and close to becoming a zombie. Kendo pointed the gun at Leon, then at Ada, who pointed the gun to Kendo's daughter. Kendo wants nothing to do with Leon and is angry over the RPD's failure to control the situation. Kendo has the two go through the back door on their way, and takes Emma back to their apartment to kill with his shotgun. As they reach the sewers, Izuku and Leon is chased by a giant, mutant alligator, but succeeds in triggering an explosion to blow its head off. Izuku. What the hell was that? Izuku and Leon catches up with Ada. Leon. You said that the virus infect humans, not reptiles. Izuku. Leon and Ada found a net and chase her, but Leon is shot by a net. Ada. Didn't expect that from a scientist. Izuku and Ada patches Leon. Ada goes after a net while Izuku guard Leon to make sure no zombie come. Ada nearly killed in an incinerator. She later falls down a bridge and gets stabbed in the leg by a debris. Meanwhile with Seryu and Claire. Seryu and Claire pairs up with Sherry Birkin. Seryu. Claire and Sherry goes to the parking garage. Claire. We need a key card. Seryu. I lost mine in the battle. Claire goes towards the gate. Claire. Here, come help. Seryu. Claire and Sherry tried to lift the gate, but no avail. Claire. Are you sure this is the way? Sherry. This is how my mom took me last time. Sherry. Seryu recognized that voice, it was Chief Irons. Chief. I've been looking everywhere for you, Sherry. Chief Irons came to light. Chief. Brave little girl to leave your house in the middle of this mess. Chief Irons pulled his gun. Chief. On the ground behind your head. Claire. You can't be serious. He shoot a bullet next to Claire. Seryu. This pig is very serious. Chief. On the ground, now. Sherry and Claire comply. Chief. Sherry, tie their hands. Sherry. Why are you doing this? Chief. Shut up, tie them. But Sherry didn't do it. Chief. Okay, then. You tie them up now, or they die. Sherry tie Seryu and Claire. Claire. What's this all about? Chief. Child endangerment, for starters. He used his key card to open the gate. Chief. Sherry, come here. Seryu. What are you going to do with her? Chief. None of your fucking business. Claire. If you hurt her, I swear to God, my brother is S.T.A.R.S and I will fucky. Chief kicked Claire. He did the same with Seryu. Chief. Sherry, get over here. Chief pointed the gun at Claire. Chief. What's your name? Claire didn't respond. Chief. What's your fucking name? Claire. Claire. Chief. Sherry, you come with me now or say goodbye to Seryu and Claire. Sherry. Okay, I'll go. Sherry goes with Chief Irons. Sherry. You better be taking me to my mom. Chief. Absolutely. Claire. Don't listen to him. He's full of shit. Chief Irons hit Claire with the handle of the gun. He does the same with Seryu. Chief. A shame you refused me, Seryu. That body of yours will miss me. Seryu. You filthy pig. Sherry. Stop hurting them. Please. Chief. Don't tell me how to do my job. He dragged Sherry away. Sherry. Stop. Let me go. Let me go. Seryu and Claire are trying to get Fry by using the broken glass on the ground. Chief. Obviously, nobody taught you manners. We'll fix that. Oh, yes, we will. Sherry. Let me go. Let me go. Claire. We'll get you, you fucker. Seryu and Claire lost Sherry to Police Chief Brian Irons, who drags her away to the Raccoon City orphanage. Seryu and Claire search for a key card, then a phone ring. Seryu picked up the phone and put it on say Claire can hear too. Chief. Phone good to see you two again. Seryu. You pig. Chief. We've got unfinished business. Claire. What do you want? Chief. Don't waste my fucking time. Bring me the pendant or Sherry dies. Seryu. Why do you want the pendant? Chief. Do you want the girl to die? Claire. Alright, where are you? Chief. Orphanage. Claire. Where's that? Chief. In the neighborhood. You'll find it. Seryu. I swear if you touch Sherry all. Chief Irons ended up the call. Seryu and Claire leaves the station for the orphanage, but finds Irons dying after being attacked by Birkin and implanted with a G embryo. Chief Irons. It's your fault. You took too long. Chief Irons' stomach burst open by G embryo. Claire. Look at Chief Irons asterisk is he dead? Seryu. Maybe, but I'm not taking any chances. Seryu pulled her double-barrel shotgun and aimed at Chief Irons' head. Seryu. This is for when you tried to rape me. Seryu blowed his head, press middle finger to Chief Irons. Seryu. Claire and Sherry leave through a hatchway in his office and are stalked by T-00. As they enter an elevator, T-00 is impaled by Birkin's claws. Sherry. Daddy. Seryu. What? William then charge at the elevator and the three fall into Umbrella's sewer facility. Claire is introduced to Dr. Annette Birkin, Sherry's mother, who takes Sherry away to safety. Soon after, however, Sherry suffers from the side effects of the G virus, having been implanted off-screen by her father. Meanwhile in Japan, Izumi is in the hospital with a broken arm and leg. Toshinori had injuries from fighting the Nomu, weak compared to Tyrant and Nemesis or any bio-weapon. Eraser had injuries, Cannon. Inko had bleeding from her head after Nomu squeezed her head, bruises from Nomu punches and fractured ribs. Nezu enter inside. Nezu. How do you feel, Eraserhead? Eraserhead. I've been better. Nezu. Look at them, and how do you feel, abusers? Momo. Principal, we get it. We make a mistake, but please stop with the names. Nezu. Sarcasm. I'm sorry. Did I hurt your feelings? Smile. Good. I don't care how you feel. You're lucky my nephew didn't want to destroy your dreams, because if Izuku didn't stop me from blacklist you, you'll be in Tartarus. Al 24 of you. Future. The sun slowly rose over the peaceful BSAA headquarters, casting a warm glow through the windows. Izuku and Seryu's shared room. The two agents had spent hours the night before reviewing mission reports and strategizing for the upcoming assignments. As the first rays of light filtered into the room, Seryu stirred from her slumber, blinking her eyes open to see Izuku peacefully sleeping on her giant breasts. His head rested comfortably against her breasts, his soft breaths tickling her skin. Seryu couldn't help but smile at the sight of her friend and fellow BSAA member. Gently, she reached out a hand and ruffled Izuku's hair, causing him to shift slightly in his sleep. His lips curved into a contented smile, and Seryu felt a warmth spread through her chest at the sight of him so relaxed and at peace. As Izuku began to stir awake, he looked up at Seryu with a lazy smile. He mumbled, his voice thick with sleep. Izuku. Good morning, Seryu. Seryu. Good morning, Izuku. Looks like you found a comfortable spot to rest. Izuku chuckled softly, sitting up and stretching his those reports. Seryu running a hand through her own tousled hair, she suggested, glancing at the clock on the bedside table. Seryu. We should probably get up and start our day. Izuku nodded, but before they could move, he reached out and took Seryu's hand in his own. Izuku. Thank you for always being there for me, Seryu. Seryu felt her heart swell with emotion at Izuku's words, and she squeezed his hand in return. Seryu. Anytime, Izuku. We're a team, remember. They closed their eyes and kissed. The time stopped once they kissed. With a shared smile, the two agents got up from the bed and prepared for another day of serving and protecting as members of the BSAA. No matter what challenges came their way, they would always have each other's backs. Back to the story. No one pav. While Izuku, Seryu, Leon and Claire are fighting to survive in Raccoon City, we go back to Japan where the sport festival is about to begin. Izumi. Alright guys, it's time to show us what we're made of. Sport festival is another obstacle in the way. Once we're heroes, we go and save Oni-chan from that villain. 1A. Yes, Tenya. And I'll scold Izuku for leaving. I didn't give him my permission. If he has girlfriends, we'll take them from him. Right, guys. 1A boys. Okay. Tenya. He doesn't deserve happiness. Only we do. He should be at my mercy like a dog he is. Ochako. Deku will be mine. Shoka. In your dreams, Kirby. Izu-chan will be mine. 1A girls gathered in a circle, their voices escalating in volume as they argued passionately. Momo. I should be Zuzu girlfriend because I have the best body out of all of you. Gesturing to her slim figure, long legs and holding her breasts. Mina. No way, Momo. Stick thin frame. And my breasts are better than yours. Pressing her breasts on Momo breasts. Ochako. You're both wrong. My chest is definitely the biggest, so Deku would obviously prefer me. Puffing out her chest proudly. The girls continued to bicker, each one trying to outdo the others with claims of their physical superiority. Meanwhile, the boys stood off to the side, blushing furiously and feeling completely overwhelmed by the attention. Denki. Girls, I appreciate the sentiment, but I don't think we need to argue about this. But the girls were too caught up in their competition to pay him any mind. The argument raged on until finally they were called to come. As they dispersed, still shooting glances and snide remarks at each other. The obstacle race starts and Izumi finds trouble in securing a place in the race. Shoto and Shoka makes their moves by freezing the ground, causing dozens of students to become stuck in ice, and skids himself into first place. However, all of Class 1A avoid Shoto's ice. Shoto and Shoka comments that they expected them to avoid his ice. Katsuki. Half and half. Katsumi. You'll pay for this. Minoru tries to attack Shoto and Shoka with his quirk, but Minoru is knocked away by a villain robot. The first obstacle is revealed. Lots of villain robots from the entrance exam block the way. However, Shoto and Shoka instantly freezes many villain robots with their ice, defeating them. The villain robots come crashing down, blocking the way for the other students while Shoto and Shoka forges ahead, having gained a huge lead over the others. Izumi uses her telekinesis to levitate above the robots. Ejiro make his way piercing through the robots. The obstacle race enters its second stage. The fall, a canyon that must be trekked by walking on ropes. Meanwhile, Shoto and Shoka, who are in the lead, has already finished trekking across the fall and goes to the final obstacle. Izumi levitate herself above the pit. Seryu climbed on the rope. Eventually, many students arrived in the final obstacle, the landmine field. Many students start crossing the fall with Katsuki and Katsumi catching up to Shoto and Shoka. Izumi finished crossing the fall. The lead Shoto and Shoka has starts diminishing due them to carefully cross the landmine field. Katsuki and Katsumi cross with no problem because they were unaffected by explosions, blasts themselves towards Shoto and Shoka, thus gaining the lead. Shoto, Shoka, Katsuki and Katsumi start having a brief scuffle for the lead. The obstacle race has entered its final stage with Izumi having reached the final stage. Realizing that the leaders in the race are too far away to catch up on foot, Izumi hatches an idea. She places herself onto the metal shield and detonates a landmine, causing her to blast himself into the lead. Katsuki, Katsumi, Shoka and Shoto stop fighting one another and immediately run to catch up to Izumi and almost overtake her. However, as Izumi begins to lose momentum, he uses the metal sheet and slams it on the ground, setting off several mines and blowing dust into Katsuki, Katsumi, Shoka and Shoto, forcing them to stop. Izumi runs ahead to the finish line and crosses it, placing first, much to all might and psychic happiness. Shoto crosses the finish line, placing second, Katsuki crosses the finish line, placing third, Shoka places fourth and Katsumi fifth. Soon, the other students cross the finish line. Time skip thanks to Kurumi. The cavalry battle ended with Izumi team consisting of Ochako, Mei and Fumikage places third after loses the points to Shoto team places first, Katsuki placed second and Hitoshi Shinso placed fourth. The next part of the festival, a battle. Izumi vs Hitoshi. Izumi lost by being brainwashed. Katsuki vs Ochako, canon. Shodo vs Ibara. Shodo won by frozen Ibara. Tetsu vs Ejiro. Mina vs Momo. Tenya vs Honta. Honta win after wrapping Tenya in tape. Fumikage vs Mei. Fumikage won after Mei showed her inventions and then give up. Mina vs Momo. Mina win by submission. Another time skip, thanks to Kurumi. The sport festival ended. Katsuki won after Shoto didn't used his fire. The sport festival was in full swing, with from different hero schools showcasing their unique quirks and abilities. The atmosphere was electric, as the crowd cheered their favorite competitors. Amidst the excitement, a mysterious figure entered the arena. Dressed in a dark cloak, the figure moved stealthily through the crowds, unnoticed by the busy spectators. As the final event of the day was about to begin, the figure made their move. In a secluded corner, the figure injected himself with a vial of what he believed to be a drug that would boost his quirk that he bought from a dealer. Little did he know, the vial contained the deadly T-virus created by the infamous Umbrella Corporation. At first, nothing seemed amiss as the figure stood up, feeling a surge of power coursing through his veins. But soon, his body began to convulse uncontrollably, his skin turning a sickly shade of green. Before anyone could react, the figure let out a guttural growl, his eyes glowing with a malevolent light. He lunged at the nearest man, his movements erratic and inhuman. He bit deep at the man's neck, ripping its flesh. Panic erupted in the arena as the zombie-like figure began attacking anyone in his path. Heroes and spectators alike scrambled to safety as the infected villain wreaked havoc. It was a race against time for the heroes to contain the outbreak and find a way to stop the infected villain before he caused any more harm. But as the first zombie bited the man's neck, it started to also turn. Soon the heroes were outnumbered. The sport festival had taken an unexpected turn, with the true test of courage and heroism now at hand. The sport festival was in full swing, with competitions happening of skilled individuals known for their bravery and strength. Were in the middle of a friendly tournament when suddenly, chaos erupted. Out of nowhere, zombies started pouring into the stadium, their eyes empty and devoid life. The heroes sprang into action, trying to fight off the undead creatures, but they quickly realized that these were not your zombies. These zombies were created by URELLA, a shady organization known for their dangerous experiments. The heroes struggled to keep up with the relentless attacks from the zombies, their usual tactics proving ineffective against these mutated creatures. They were overwhelmed, outnumbered, and outmatched. It was clear that they had never encountered anything like this before. As they fought desperately to survive, the heroes knew they had to come up with a new plan, a new strategy to defeat their monstrous enemies. But time was running out, and the zombies were closing in. Just when it seemed like all hope was lost, a loud explosion echoed through the stadium. A mysterious figure emerged from the smoke, wielding powerful weapons and showing incredible skill in combat. The police officers moved with a grace and precision that the heroes had never seen before. With the help of this new ally, the heroes managed to turn the tide of the battle. Together, they fought back against the zombie HOR and determination shining through. In the end, they managed to secure the remaining civilians from the zombies. As the dust settled and the cheers of the crowd filled the air, the heroes knew that they had to face a challenge unlike any other. Nezu office. Mike. I think I speak for everyone when I say what the fuck was that? Midnight. As much as I don't like your language, I agree with you. What happened? A few moments ago, the sport festival ended and now people turned into cannibals. Ectoplasm. Maybe it was a villain who used his quirk. Nezu. I'm afraid it's not a quirk. Every teacher turned to Nezu. Toshinori. What do you mean? Nezu. While we took care of those cannibals, I find this. Nezu showed them an empty vial. Endeavor. What's an empty vial to do with what happened? Nezu. Look closely. Nezu handed Endeavor the vial. He inspected and saw the logo. Ray also saw the logo. Ray. Umbrella Corporation. Nezu. Exactly. Remember that Izuku told us that him and the others are worked on a case against Umbrella Corporation. Cementos. Not to be rude, but who's this Izuku? Nezu. Izuku Midoriya is my nephew who live in America and he's a member of S.T.A.R.S. Eraserhead. So the vial content turned the people into some kind of zombies. Nezu. Yes, Ms. Joke. How a vial from Umbrella is here. Nezu. On the cameras is showing how a man had injected himself with this vial. I believe he thought it was a drug that will boost his quirk. But that's not all. I have reports that something like this is happening in Japan. We need to secure UA and bring as many survivors. The heroes mobilized and UA was put under max security. Future. Seryu finished her training and right now she's going to the elevator, but Minoru Mineta jumped towards her with lust. Minoru. Chopo. Meanwhile in Universe 6, Magetta. Chopo. Back to R. Minoru almost got Seryu. Seryu got her gun ready, but Izuku used a baseball bat and hit him, sending him to the wall. Izuku then hugged Seryu. Izuku. Look at Minoru Mineta, you see this nice legs, those curved thighs, firm hips, round ass, huge breasts and this cute adorable face. Pull Seryu close to him mine. Ring, ring. Izuku picked up his zero hone and answer. Izuku. Hello. ... Izuku. Okay, we'll come. Izuku ended the call and picked up Seryu bridal style. Izuku. Seryu, the general called us. We need to go. Seryu. Okay, but I can walk on my own. Izuku. True, but admit that you like when I carry you. Seryu. I'm not going to deny. I love you when you carry me. No one pav. Leon woke up. Leon. Ada, where are you? Izuku. She went ahead and I stayed with you to make sure you don't become someone dinner. Leon got up. They got through the sewage. Leon. That's a pleasant smell. Arg. Shit. Izuku. Like Chief Irons. Press up finger to Chief Irons. 22. Then they got attacked by a monster that resembles biomass. Leon. What the hell? Izuku. That's a child only a mother will love. They find the control room. Leon. A cable car, interesting. Where'd she go? Izuku. Someplace better than this town, that's for sure. Izuku and Leon comes downstairs. They heard a roar. Leon. I don't like the sound of that. Come on. Izuku. Neither do I. They notices Ada, lying on a dirty floor. Leon. I'm coming, Ada. Izuku thought, does Leon start to have a crush on Ada already? Then they find a safe. Leon. We need the code. Izuku. Why would we need the code when you can do this? Izuku attached a grenade to the safe door. Izuku. Fire in the hole. They took cover and the safe exploded. Leon. What if this attract more of those things? Izuku. It's a risk I'm willing to take. Inside the safe it was a stock for shotgun. Izuku's shotgun wouldn't fit, but Leon's shotgun fit. Izuku. Here, Leon. Thanks. They find a tape and started to listen to it. Izuku and Leon plays a recently found tape on a VCR. They seize as a mutant with a huge arm kills several military men. The date on the record is 1/18. They also read the name A. Kirkpatrick on the tape, which is probably the name of the victim. A. Kirkpatrick. Please. Oh. Please. Stop. Saint, stop. Don't. Don't. No. 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 Soldier 2. Over here, you freak. A. Kirkpatrick. Don't hurt him. Don't hurt him. There are some rats running past the camera. The tape ends. Leon. The virus. I'll bet those rats spread it. Izuku. Why would Splinter do such a thing? 2. Izuku and Leon search the area and find some documents. Izuku. I lost the thing that tells you how to unlock the door to the U area during that last mad dash of a transfer. I know you have to stick a plug into each terminal, but if anyone remembers which plug goes where, please be a pal and share by posting the info on this board. That was something. You'll also like. Utter Insanity. 14.5K 235. Izuku Yagi, son of the number 1 hero All Might and the number 12 hero Tempest, and brother to Noriko Yagi. Izuku had a pretty nice life, but a visit to the quirk doctor. The Forgotten Clan. Izuku Uchiha hold. 230K 5.2K. Toshinori Yagi and his wife Inko Yagi both are pro heroes. Toshinori is the number 1 hero All Might and Inko is the number 4 hero Telic. During their lives, they discovered that Izuku Midoriya, the truest hero of all time. 35.6K 565. Izuku Midoriya, formerly Izuku Yagi, had a good life up until he was diagnosed quirkless. He was neglected and beaten by his own All Might, Magnetic and Izumi, family and the married life of Izuku Midoriya Izumomo. 155k 1.8k. Izuku Midoriya, the son of All Might but stepson and half-brother of Izumi Yagi. Izuku Yagi was diagnosed quirkless, but what he and the others didn't know except his Ray. Izuku Yagi, the Green Ranger. 492k 6.8k. Izuku Yagi had a great life. His dad was the number 1 hero All Might, his mom was the number 5 hero Green Magnet, and his twin sister Izumi Yagi was his best friend. B. Izuku Midoriya, user of the Ultimatrix. 171k 2.4k. Izuku Midoriya experienced hell. From one thing, he was quirkless. Every time he was bullied by his step-sister Izumi and her friends. 1a. Home wasn't different. His mom, Izuku Yagi, the reincarnated one, on hiatus. 12k 184. Quirkless. This single world was enough to upside down the world of a green kid named Izuku Yagi, to shatter his dream of being a hero and to steal the love from his F. Leon. Pretty sure the rook and knight are on the same wall and the bishop and queen aren't next to each other. The queen and rook were opposite each other, too. Izuku. Delivery receipt. The item below has been delivered to the location specified in your order. Heat-resistant safe X1. The combination is written on the side of the safe in chalk. Please remember to use it before you use the safe. Izuku and Leon gets into an even dirtier area of the sewers. Izuku. It smells worse than it looks. Leon. What the hell was that? Oh my god. This is getting worse. They find more documents. Izuku. Letter to S.T.A.R.S. Members. To my bestest S.T.A.R.S. buds. How are you all doing in that drab, old station? Hanging in there against old irons. Me, I just got back from a date with a hot we got up chick. Bet you can guess what to under her extra large umbrella. Europe is amazing. 1 month in no way enough to even scratch the surface. Maybe I'll extend my vacation for another 6 months. Barry, don't even think of coming to join me. Wouldn't want to make all the cute girls cry, yeah. So you just leave the babes to me. Jill, if Claire tries to contact you, please let her know I'm okay. Chris Redfield, August 29th. 1. Izuku. I need to get this to Claire. Izuku put the letter to his pocket. They finally manages to outsmart the chess combination lock. Leon. Okay, almost there, Ada. Damn it, need the power on first. Izuku. We need to start a generator. But William has other plans for them. Izuku. You don't know when to give up. Leon. Jesus Christ, it's still alive. Now I got you. Let's do this. Izuku and Leon started to lure William. They knocking him off the platform with a container. Leon. Let's hope that's the last of him. Izuku. I wish, but I don't think so. 1. After lots of doors, locks and monsters, they finally finds Ada. Izuku. Come on, stupid door. Leon. Waiting for the door to open, come on. Ada. Ada. Where are you? Ada. Over here. Leon. Ada. I was getting worried there for a sec. Ada. I can't get it out. Leon. I don't know if I should. Ada. Just do it. I can't walk like this. Leon. Okay, it's gonna hurt. Izuku took his combat knife. Izuku. Here, bite this. Ada bite Izuku knife. Leon takes the thing out of her leg. Leon. Hold on. He pulls out antiseptic and bandages. Ada. I can do it myself. Izuku. Shut up and let us help you. Leon. Just, relax, okay. So, what do we do now? Ada. Get yourselves out of here. While you still can. Leon. I'm not just going to leave you. Not like this. Ada. You don't understand. The situation's worse than I thought. Leon. You're not getting rid of me that easy. You protected me. Now it's my turn. Ada. Didn't realize we were keeping score. Leon. Grab my shoulder. Ada. Don't push it, rookie. Izuku. Leon, I don't think it's a good idea to force your luck. Leon. Just trying to help. Watch your step. Ada. We have to get to the nest. Izuku. Leon. Nest. Ada. Umbrella's lab. Right beneath us. That's where the virus samples are. You up for this? Leon. Think I can fit it in my schedule. Izuku. Me too. Ada. Come on, we got work to do. Leon. Yes, ma'am. Izuku. Coming. Ada. The cable car'll take us down to Nest. This wristband's our ticket to ride. Leon. Niece. Where'd you get that? Ada. Borrowed it. Anyway, we're almost there. Uck. This damn leg. Leon. Let me carry you. Izuku. Leon, don't try it. It will end bad for you. Ada. That'd only make me feel worse. How's the shoulder? Leon. Worse than it looks. Ada. What a pair. Both got one foot in the grave. Ada coming up to the underground tram. Ada. That should take us where we need to go. This may be a one-way ride. So be prepared, Leon. You too, Izuku. Leon starts the tram. System. This tram is bound for Nest. Do not exit until the final destination. Leon. You know what I was thinking. I can't wait for the FBI to raid Umbrella headquarters and take those bastards to justice. Izuku. Yeah, right. Umbrella has a lot of influence. They can bargain the people with money and they'll be free. Ada. I agree, but to be clear, you're not working in official capacity. This is a federal case. Once we get the G-Virus, I'm back on my own. Hey, Leon, trust me. Leon. You trust me. Ada. Honestly, if I didn't you'd probably be dead. You too, Izuku. Izuku. Sarcasm thanks a lot. Thought bitch. Leon. Right, Ada. Look, I thought I might need your help, and I was right. If you can secure the G-Virus, I can make sure what happened in Raccoon City never happens again. Leon. Ada, you said it yourself, it's a federal case. Ada. Leon, Izuku, look at me. I'm a liability now. If I'm gonna finish this case, you're the last hope I've got. Leon. I'm not just gonna leave you here. What if you're attacked? What if you need help? She kisses him gently. Izuku. Get a room. Ada. Don't deny that you wouldn't like that. Izuku. I don't deny it, but I would rather do that with my fiancé. And for your information, she's still alive. Meanwhile with Seryu. Seryu. Achu. Claire. Are you okay? Seryu. Yeah, I think someone is speaking about me. Back to Izuku, Leon and Ada. Ada. I'll be fine. Don't worry about me. I gotta see this through, and I want to see you again. I got plenty to live for. Trust me. System. Now arriving at Nest. Ada. Go, please. We don't have much time. You're gonna need this. She gives them the ID wristbands. Leon. Okay, Izuku. We'll go. Ada. Leon, Izuku. I'm counting on you. Leon. I know. Izuku and Leon gets off the train. Ada stays inside. Nest. System. For your safety, stand clear until the doors are fully open. Welcome to Nest. Enjoy your visit. Leon. Okay, I wonder where the G-Virus is. Izuku. Inside one of the workers' ass. ID wristbands. This research facility uses the latest security technology in order to ensure employee safety and efficient business practices. System. Authorized staff only beyond this point. Guests must refrain from entering. Izuku and Leon goes to the kitchen. A zombie is eating some poor guy ass on the floor. 2. System. Our menu is designed for your nutritional needs using our latest biological research. Please enjoy our tasty selection of healthy foods. Reception. System. Dr. Lee, your presence is urgently requested by Chief Cartwright in the East area. Special Forces recording. Alpha to Ghost. Target moving to the West area. Must be going to retrieve the G-Virus and antiviral agent. This is Ghost. Understood. Rendezvous at point W3. Roger. This is Alpha. Arrived at destination. Understood. Stand by for target. This is Alpha. I've got eyes on the target. He's going to open the safe. Roger. Awaiting the signal. Got eyes on the G-Virus. We're going in. Dr. Birkin, you'll come along with us quietly. Leon. G-Virus is in the West area. Got it. Izuku. We need to hurry. System. Senior staff clearance required for bridge access. Izuku and Leon walks into a room with mutant plants. Several scientists died in vain attempts to fight them. Leon. Jesus. What happened here? Izuku. Is poison ivy around here? 1. System. Senior staff clearance required for computer access. Dispensing solution now. Izuku and Leon saw the dispersal cartridge and they took it. On a machine it was written. Herbicide synthesis. Plant 43 herbicide synthesis. 1. Place an empty cartridge into the solution dispenser. 2. Add the required amount of UMB number 21p. 3. Cool immediately. Plant 43 exhibits astounding growth. If something unfortunate were to occur, it may be hard to control. In the event of an unforeseen incident, manufacture the herbicide using the instructions above in order to minimize damage. They also found a note of someone. Somebody's note. Everybody's turned vegfied. They keep coming back, again and again. Burn them all. Burn them until their whole body is black as ash. There's no other way. Then the system started to talk. System. Welcome back, Dr. Lee. You have 5 new messages. Wayne Lee's inbox. Sender. Rick Mendoza. Subject. What's he up to? Can you believe that bastard Cartwright? Cool your jets, asshole. Well, I guess he is the boss. For now. Anyway, have you seen my helix anywhere? I put the secret on the bottom. Let me know if you find it. Sender. Byron Cartwright. Subject. Busy guy, huh? So you couldn't make our little meeting? Fine. Don't worry about the greenhouse inspection. Instead, I'll give you something real simple to do. Put together the budget estimate for the year after next. And get it done tonight. Sender. Rick Mendoza. Subject. Are you alive? We're under attack. People are dead. The east area is cut off. We can't operate the bridge with the wristbands we have here. Where is that bastard Cartwright hiding? Sender. Rick Mendoza. Subject. Please reply. Plant 43 is going wild. The greenhouse is hell. We need to send someone in there before it's too late. Wayne, how do we stop this thing? You have to help us. Please reply. Sender. Rick Mendoza. Subject. None. Do you remember Susie, the cheerleader? What a great gal. We were both into her. Of course, she wasn't into nerds. I still have to give you back those comics and games borrowed. But you might have to wait a while. Izuku and Leon goes to a cold room. Leon. Who left the freezer open? Izuku. I don't think it's the freezer. I believe it was Sub-Zero around here. System. Manual mode engaged. Adjust amount of solution to match cartridge capacity. Izuku and Leon got dispersal cartridge solution. System. Cooling sequence progress. They got dispersal cartridge herbicide. System. Cooling complete. Dispensing solution now. Thanks to the solution, the mutant plant dies. Leon. That did the trick. System. Warning. You have dispersed a dangerous solution without authorization. Your actions have been logged and you may be subject to disciplinary measures. Izuku. Oh, shut up. The tyrant breaks into the room. Leon. Shit, him again. Izuku and Leon managed to run away from the tyrant. Byron Cartwright's inbox. Sender. William Birkin. Subject. High priority. Increased security. When did Nest become a nest for spies? 3 last month, and another 4 this month. And those are just the ones we caught. Step up security, Cartwright. Or do you want to end up like your predecessor? Also, I'll be restricting access to the west area from today. Ignore all requests from headquarters for information on G. Those suits contribute nothing to this project anyway. Sender. No reply. Auto-generated mail. Subject. Warning. Unauthorized access detected. Herbicide dispersal by unauthorized employee detected in the east area. 451 Wayne Lee. Leon. Hopefully the G sample's up here. Izuku. Yeah, but if it is in someone's ass, I won't do it. They watching another tape, recently found on a Special Forces soldier's body. The time stamp is September 22, 1998, 23:45. We've seen William Birkin become a mutant with a huge arm. Umbrella Soldier 1. Got eyes on the G-Virus. Hunk. We're going in. Dr. Birkin, you'll come along with us quietly. William Birkin. You think I didn't know you were coming? This is my life's work. I'm not handing it over anything. Hunk. We have our orders, Dr. Birkin. I'll ask you one more time. Birkin pulls out the gun, but the professional soldier J. Martinez immediately neutralizes him. Hunk. Stop. Hold your fire. What the fuck were you thinking? Our orders were to bring him in alive. He's walk off to talk on the radio. Hunk. We're in, sir, but we had a snafu. Target resisted, we had to take him out. That's correct, sir. Roger that. Just the samples then. A soldier picks up a suitcase with the virus. Hunk. Let's move. The tape ends. Leon. So those were G samples. Izuku. It seems so. William Birkin's inbox. Sender. Jane Doyle. Subject. Suspending research on G. The Umbrella Corporation has decided to cease all research on G, which was ongoing at the Nest Underground Laboratory. All funding for this project has been cut, and Laboratory Director William Birkin has been removed from his post. Sender. B.E. Subject. None. Thank you for your mail, Dr. Birkin. Top Brass has expressed an interest in this evolving bioweapon you mentioned. Do not worry about costs. Our company is the most well-funded in the whole of the United States. Sender. Richard Kessler. Subject. Congratulations. I heard the good news. G. is almost ready thought to report to the Strange You Never research lab here at Umbrella HQ, but suppose I can let that slide. Anyway, send over the data, would you? And don't worry, you've done good work on G, but we can take care of the rest. Please respond to the investigation committee's summons within 24 hours. Research Diary. Embryo Growth Observations. Subject 449. After the G embryo was implanted in the subject, we made a 50 cm incision from the chest to the abdomen and began our observations. With the help of the medical team, the subject's consciousness level was kept between 15 lucid GCS-10. However, the subject's consciousness level deteriorated, and further observation was deemed unnecessary. The subject was then disposed of. Breeding rate observations. Subject 501. The G virus was administered to Subject 501. 501 mutated into G form and was introduced to a group of 30 test subjects. After 2 hours 36 minutes, it was observed that all but one of the test subjects had been implanted with an embryo. All subjects, one subject broke down during experimentation, were disposed of and took their own life. T-virus resistance experimentation. Subjects 628, 639. We administered the G virus to subject 628, who had shown slight resistance to the T virus. The virus was then introduced to subject 639, with whom 628 had a close relationship. 628 showed some signs of resistance, but had been implanted with an embryo after 24 minutes. T-virus resistance does nothing to stop the mental deterioration caused by the G virus. Izuku and Leon arrived at an office where the G virus is. Leon's picking up a test tube of the virus from the lab. Leon. Huh, that was easy. Alright, now back to Ada. Izuku. Easier said than done. System. Attention. Unauthorized removal of a Level 4 virus detected. Facility lockdown initiated. Self-destruct sequence will begin when lockdown is complete. The mutant with a huge arm stands in Leon's way. Leon. Aiming his gun you again. Izuku. Does nothing die around here? Then Annette come. Annette. Move. He's mine. This has to end. She shoots some serum at the mutant. Am I the only one who thought that she shoot acid at William? Leon. What the hell's going on? Annette. Sorry, William. You left me no choice. She shoots him again. The mutant falls on the floor. Leon. You called this thing, William. Why? Izuku. It's William Birkin. And I believe that he injected the virus in his ass. Annette. It shouldn't have been like this. It's Umbrella's fault, this whole mess. Leon. Your Umbrella, too. You're telling me you weren't involved in this? Annette. Yes, but we never meant for this to happen. Leon. Then tell us everything right from the start. Annette has a flashback. William's lying on the floor, covered in blood. He has a syringe in his hands. William Birkin. You don't get away that easily. He injects himself straight to the heart with the G virus. Annette. Good God, William. What have you done? We're back to reality. Leon. So you made this monster. Annette. We made the G virus, but we never intended this to. Leon. You can spin it any way you want. You're still responsible. Izuku. The whole city blood is on your hands. William wakes up, grabs Annette and throws her against the wall. He mutates even further. Leon. The hell, shit, Izuku. Persistent asshole. Annette gets up with an effort and pushes a button. Leon. What are you doing? Annette. We can't let him get away. Izuku. And by that, you'll kill us. Leon. Alright, we end this here. System. Class A. Breach detected. Lab quarantined until target is neutralized. The battle with William begins. No tricks. Only pure epic. Mons against monster. The dim light illuminated their tense expressions, both aware that every second ticked closer to the inevitable confrontation. Leon. Izuku, we're not just dealing with any creature this time. Birkin has evolved. The ground trembled slightly as a low growl resonated through the corridor, reverberating in their chests. They shared a determined look, steeling themselves for the battle ahead. Suddenly, a blood-curdling roar echoed through the lab, shattering the silence. The sound came from the main research chamber, where they found William Birkin twisted and monstrous, now sporting 4 powerful, muscular arms, each adorned with razor-sharp claws glinting menacingly. Izuku. There he is. We have to stop him. Izuku readied his guns. Leon too. Birkin lunged forward, using his newfound limbs to swipe at them with terrifying speed. Izuku dashed to the side, using his agility to dodge the attack, while Leon rolled away, quickly drawing his pistol. Leon. Cover me. Leon aimed at Birkin's central eye, the only apparent weak spot. Izuku nodded while ready his grenade launcher. He leapt into the air, gathering momentum, before unleashing a devastating shell aimed directly at Birkin's side. The blow connected, bones cracked, and the creature staggered, but it wasn't enough. With a furious roar, Birkin turned, swinging one of his massive arms towards Izuku, who barely managed to twist away in time. Leon. Watch out, Leon shouted, firing off a series of rounds at Birkin's remaining visible weaknesses. Each shot landed true, but Birkin's mutation seemed to absorb some of the damage, his body writhing in response. Izuku felt a surge of determination. Izuku. We can't let him escape. He focused, feeling the energy ripple through him as he prepared for another round from the grenade launcher. Izuku fired towards Birkin. The impact sent debris flying and seized the moment, rushing in with a tactical precision that had been honed through countless battles. Leon. Now, Izuku. Leon grunted, throwing a smoke grenade to obscure Birkin's vision. As smoke filled the air, Izuku used the cover to close the gap. He could feel the adrenaline coursing through his veins, propelling him forward with greater resolve. Izuku. This ends here, Birkin. Izuku fire another round of the grenade launcher. Leon. Keep attacking his limbs. We need to immobilize him. Leon shouted, reloading his weapon and providing cover fire. Izuku continued to move in and out, using his agility to avoid Birkin's frenzied swipes. He struck again and again, fire blows to each of the 4 arms, weakening them bit by bit. With every hit, he could feel Birkin's monstrous defenses crumbling. Finally, Izuku saw an opening. Izuku took the pin of a flash grenade and threw it at William, blinding him. Izuku used the moment and impaled William in the heart with his machete. But William didn't show signs of dying. In a split second, Izuku struck with everything he had. Izuku used all the rounds he had left of his grenade launcher. William fall. Leon fell back, watching in awe as the creature staggered, its limbs flailing and twitching uncontrollably. Leon. Good job, Izuku. With one final colossal roar, William Birkin collapsed. System. Target has been neutralized. Ending quarantine. Izuku and Leon goes up to Annette and examines her. Leon. Jesus, that looks bad. Annette. Feels worse, believe me. Izuku. You're going to feel worse in the morning. Leon. Look, about what you said. I don't know how much I believe it, but I'm willing to. Annette. Just tell me you'll destroy that G sample. Leon. Number. It's evidence. It's going to the FBI. Annette. You trust that bitch. Leon. What's that supposed to mean? Annette. She's not FBI, she's a mercenary. She's gonna sell it. The G virus is gonna go to the highest bidder. Leon. That's bullshit. Annette. I hope you're right. But if the G virus gets into the wrong hands. Leon looks at her and leaves. Izuku. Leon, I'm sorry. Leon. For what? Izuku. For this. Izuku punched Leon in the face. Leon. What was that for? Izuku. That's for trusting Ada. And they resumed to leave. System. Attention. Self-destruct sequence initiated. Use the central elevator to evacuate immediately to the bottom-level train platform. Next to the elevator, Izuku and Leon sees Ada. Leon. I was just thinking about you. Ada. That makes two of us. I was getting worried. Leon. You know we make a good team, all three of us, but I gotta ask you something. Ada. The way's clear. Please, tell me you got it. Leon. Oh, we got it. Ada. Let me verify the G sample and we'll get the hell out of here. Leon. Before we do that, we ran into Annette. She claims you're not FBI. Ada. Oh, Leon. Izuku pulls out her gun. Why couldn't you just hand over the sample? Leon. Because I realized, as much as I wanted to trust you, pulls out a gun too. I didn't. Izuku. Me neither. Pull his gun too. Ada. I really hoped it wouldn't end up like this. Leon. So that's all this was. We were just some pawns to you. Ada. Look, I am just doing my job. Leon. And I'm doing mine, so drop that damn gun. I'm taking you in. Izuku. You can't take both of us. Ada. Hand over the sample, Leon. I don't wanna hurt you. Leon lowers his gun. Leon. Then you shoot me, but I don't think you can. Izuku. But I will. Still pointing his gun at Ada. Ada hesitates, but also lowers her gun. Suddenly, she'll get shot in the shoulder, but it wasn't Leon nor Izuku who was shooting, it was Annette. She's barely standing on her feet. In addition, the bridge on which the heroes are standing is crumbling. Leon. Ada. He's grabbing her hand. The test tube with the virus falls out of his pocket into the abyss. Annette. No one gets that sample now. She falls on the floor and dies. Ada. Leon. Leon. Hold on. I think I can. Ah, shit. Izuku. Give me your hand. Ada. Forget it. Leon. Shut up, I've got you. Ada. It's not worth it. Leon. Don't do this. Ada. Take care of yourself, Leon. You too, Izuku. Her hand slips out of his hand. Leon. No. Leon is wiping his tears. They had 10 minutes to leave Nest. System. 9 minutes until detonation. Going down to the security station, they saw some girls on the screen. Leon. Who's that? Claire. Izuku. Seryu. Claire. Leon. You're down here too. Seryu. You're there too, Izuku. Leon. Yeah, but the whole place is coming down. Listen to me. You need to get out. Fast. Izuku. We'll catch up. Claire. Yeah, there's a way out. We can make it. Where are you now? Leon. Claire. You still there? Izuku. Seryu. Claire. Leon. Hey Leon, you're breaking up. Seryu. We can't hear you. Leon. Forget about us. Just get out of here. Damn it. They being attacked by Tyrant. Leon. Is this a fucking joke? Izuku. He's a stubborn asshole. Then an explosion happened and Izuku and Leon managed to leave. System. 8 minutes until detonation. Gotta keep going. He's pushing the elevator lever. Unexpectedly there is an explosion. Leon. Whoa, what the hell? Izuku. What the fuck is happening right now? It's the Tyrant. He came to say goodbye. Leon. Oh, shit. Alright, come on. System. 7 minutes until detonation. Leon. What is it with that thing? Oh, not good. Whoa, Izuku. You tell me. And now he has a giant arm because he masturbates too much. Izuku and Leon fight Tyrant, but it looked like it was in vain. When everything seems lost, someone pushes a box with an anti-tank rocket launcher to Leon. Ada. We'll call it even. Leon. Looking at the box, where did this thing come from? Izuku. It doesn't matter. Use it. Leon used the rocket launcher to turn Tyrant into a bloody mess. System. You have arrived at the bottom level. There are hordes of hungry zombies everywhere. Leon. Shit. Gotta get out of here. Izuku pulled his machete and began to slice the zombies. They're going to the station where the tram is just coming up. Izuku and Leon gets inside. The lab behind their backs explodes. Leon. Looking at ID wristband, I can't believe I actually miss her. Izuku. I won't. They throws it away and gets inside. Claire and some girl are standing there. Claire. Leon. Seryu. Izuku. Leon. Hey, we made it. Claire. Just like I said we would. Seryu hugged Izuku. Seryu. I thought I lost you. Izuku. I won't die so easily. A few hours earlier, with Claire and Seryu. Claire. Oh, no. Sherry. Annette saw both Seryu and Claire on the camera. Annette. Seryu. Claire. Claire. Sherry. Are you alright? Annette. What are you doing? Claire. I'm here to help. Annette. Sherry's been implanted. She can't be saved. Claire. Are you fucking kidding me? You're her mother. Get in here. Annette. You don't understand. William is still out there, and if I don't stop him. Claire. This conversation is over. Annette. Wait. I can treat her, in my lab. It's not far away. Seryu. If you don't, I'll feed to your own creations. Seryu and Claire goes to the lab. Sherry. Mommy. Annette. There's not enough time. Millions of lives are at stake. Sherry. Mommy loves you, sweetie. Goodbye. She closed the camera. Claire. Are you fucking kidding me? Sherry. Don't worry. I will get you whatever you need, okay? Seryu. You'll be okay. Sherry. Why are you doing this? Claire. Because I care. Seryu. Me too. Sherry. Thank you, Claire and Seryu. Claire. Annette said her lab's not far. Wait. That cable car. Hold on, Sherry. You're gonna be fine. Almost there. Sherry. We're almost there. Oh, good. The cable car. They got on the cable car. Claire. Oh, here. Okay. Here ya go. Just hold on. Sherry. Okay. You're gonna be just fine. Claire put Sherry on the seat while Seryu start the cable car. Claire. Okay. Better check everything. There's no turning back. The cable car lowered down. Computer. This tram is bound for Nest. Do not exit until the final destination. Claire unzip her jacket and give it to Sherry. Sherry started to move. Claire. Hey, are you okay? Sherry. Your jacket's so warm. Claire. My brother gave it to me. You know it's supposed to be lucky. Sherry. I don't know what I'd do without you. Claire. Are you kidding me? You were doing just fine without us until we came along and got you into all sorts of trouble. Seryu. Now I feel how Izuku feel. With Izuku and Leon. Izuku. Achu. Leon. Are you alright? Izuku. Yeah, I guess someone is talking about me. Back to Seryu and Claire. Claire. I have something of yours. Claire pull out the pendant. Sherry. I don't want it. Claire. Really? Why not? It's so pretty. Seryu. Honestly, I'm not into jewelry. But it's pretty. Sherry. It's from my mom. For my birthday, last year. All I really wanted was for her to be home more. Claire. I know it seems like your mom doesn't care, but... The cable car almost arrived at the destination. Claire. Hey, Sherry. Come here. Hey. Hang in there, okay. Seryu. Can you cover us? Seryu. Sure. Computer. Now arriving at Nest. Claire. It's okay. I've got you. Come on. Claire picked up Sherry while Seryu guarded them with her pistol ready to shoot at anything that moved. Nest. Claire. I'm getting you treatment. Just hold on, Sherry. It's okay. Computer. For your safety, stand clear until the doors are fully open. Welcome to Nest. Enjoy your visit. Claire. Okay, here you go. Claire placed Sherry on a bed. Claire. Alright, now what? Seryu. We need to help Sherry with whatever we need. Claire checked the computer. Claire. There's gotta be something here. Antiviral agent. That's it. That's gotta be it. Hey, Sherry. I gotta go. You stay right here, though. Okay. I'll be back soon, I promise. Claire took the bracelet off Sherry and they left. Seryu find another bracelet and put it on her hand. This one was a level 3 staff bracelet. They go to the computer. Our menu is designed for your nutritional needs using our latest biological research. Please enjoy our tasty selection of healthy foods. Then Seryu and Claire climb up the ladder and got to the other side. Computer. Dr. Lee, your presence is urgently requested by Chief Cartwright in the East area. Claire checked the computer and find out about the antiviral agents in the West area. Claire. So, the antiviral agents in the West area. They got to the bridge. Computer. Senior staff clearance required for bridge access. Seryu could pass, but they had to be together so they can have more chances, so they got to the garden and saw one of the scientists on the glass wall, dead. Claire. Oh, God. That's terrible. Seryu. You said it. Seryu checked the computer. Computer. Dispensing solution now. But nothing happened. Computer. Manual mode engaged. Adjust amount of solution to match cartridge capacity. They took the cartridge and go to fill it. Computer. Welcome back, Dr. Lee. Then they enter in the cooling room. Claire. Damn, shoulda packed my parka. Seryu. Let's get the solution cooled down and get out of here. They put the cartridge inside the cooler. Computer. Cooling sequence in progress. Cooling complete. Seryu. That was fast. They returned to the computer where they put the cartridge back. Computer. Dispensing solution now. The solution begins to wilt the plants. Claire. So much for the weed infestation. Computer. Warning. You have dispersed a dangerous solution without authorization. Your actions have been logged and you may be subject to disciplinary measures. Seryu. Shut the fuck up. Claire. I gotta find that antiviral agent soon. Once they cross the bridge, they find a body and a tape which they watched. Umbrella Soldier. Got eyes on the G-Virus. Hunk. We're going in. Hunk. Dr. Birkin, you'll come along with us quietly. William Birkin. You think I didn't know you were coming? This is my life's work. I'm not handing over anything. Hunk. We have our orders, Dr. Birkin. I'll ask you one more time. William pull his gun, but one of the soldiers shoot him. Hunk. To J. Martinez, stop. Hold your fire. What the fuck were you thinking? Our orders were to bring him in alive. Via radio, we're in sir, but we had a snafu. Target resisted, we had to take him out. That's correct, sir. Roger that. Just the samples then. Let's move. Tape end. They managed to get to the antiviral agent, but it was locked. Seryu. Fuck. Then Claire saw the hole similar to the pendant. Claire. Oh, look at that. All right. She used the pendant to open the lock and get the antiviral agent. Claire. Hell yeah. Got it. Thank God. The antiviral agent. Gotta get back to Sherry. They got ready to leave, but William got in their way. Claire. Your ass again. Seryu. How many times do we have to kill you? Annette come. Annette. William. This ends now. Annette shoot with the serum. Claire. What the hell is this thing? Annette. That was my husband. Flashback. William Birkin. Screams, G is my creation. Annette come. Annette. William. She picked up the gun, but she hesitate. Flashback end. Annette. I should have killed him while I had the chance. I don't know why. I just couldn't do it. Claire. He was your husband. Annette. Honestly, we were more married to our work than each other. Claire. But what about Sherry? How could you just leave her all alone? And while Raccoon City burned to hell. Annette. I couldn't let my daughter grow up in a world with the G-Virus in it. Claire. But that's no excuse to leave her. William get up and grabbed Annette. Claire. Annette. William throw Annette into the wall. Annette. I got this. I'm sorry, William. She shoot again with the serum. Claire. Number. We got this. You should take care of Sherry. Seryu. If you don't, I'll personally kill you. The bridge start to get down. Annette. You don't know what you're up against. Claire. We have a pretty damn good idea. Seryu. A big asshole. Annette. Whatever you do, don't stop until it's finished. Claire. Trust me, this ends now. Seryu. He'll die, permanently. The bridge fully goes down. Computer. Class A. Breach detected. Lab quarantined until target is neutralized. They fight William on the stage that was already destroyed. Computer. Target has been neutralized. Ending quarantine. Service lift is now operational. Claire. Gotta get back to Sherry. Seryu. Let's go. They managed to get back. Claire. Hey, Seryu. Are you alright? Sherry. I knew you'd make it. My mom needs help. Claire. Annette. Annette. Shish. Sherry. How are you? Sherry. Okay, but you don't look so good. Annette fall. Sherry. Mommy. Annette groan in pain. Annette. Hey, look at the screen. Oh, thank God. Seryu. Her vitals are normal. Claire. So, Sherry's gonna be alright. Annette. She'll be weak for a little while but. Yes, she's free of the G virus. Claire. Did you hear that? Annette fall again. Sherry. What happened to her? Claire. She was attacked by that monster. Annette. Don't worry about me. Take my daughter to safety. Sherry begin to cry. Annette. I'm sorry, Sherry, for everything. Your life is what is important now. Sherry. We can't just leave her here. Claire. You're right, we can't. Computer. Attention. Unauthorized removal of a level 4 virus detected. Facility lockdown initiated. Self-destruct sequence will begin when lockdown is complete. Claire. What does that mean? Annette. It's the self-destruct code. Coughs in case the G virus leaves the building. Please, save my daughter. Seryu. We need to leave. And Annette die. Sherry. No. Sherry tried to shake Annette, but nothing happened. Claire. Sherry. Sherry. We gotta say goodbye to your mom. Come on. Please say goodbye. Please Sherry. Listen. She loved you. Okay. We really gotta get going. Come on. Seryu got Annette bracelet and they leave. Sherry. You were right about this jacket. I'm so lucky to have you. Claire. Listen, we can talk more about that later. We gotta hurry now. Come on. Seryu. We need to leave. Claire. Sherry, can you walk faster? Sherry. Yeah, Claire. I don't wanna rush you but, we have to go. Seryu. We need to hurry. Computer. Attention. Self-destruct sequence initiated. Use the central elevator to evacuate immediately to the bottom-level train platform. On the way, they encounter more zombies, but Seryu took care of them. Claire. Let's get the hell out of here. Sherry. Claire. Seryu. Claire. Yeah, Seryu. What is it? Sherry. Thank you for being so nice to me. For helping me. I'm really glad I met you. Seryu. Me too, Sherry. Claire. I'm glad I met you too, Sherry. But save your thanks until I get you out of this place. Seryu. We're almost there. Computer. 10 minutes until detonation. They encounter the Ivy zombies. Claire. Sherry, run. They encounter a locked door. Claire. Of course the stupid thing is locked. Sherry. Hold on. Claire. Sherry, what are you? Sherry. I think I can open it from the other side. More zombies come. Seryu shoot at them with her grenade launcher. Claire. Goddamn your timing sucks. Computer. 9 minutes until detonation. Sherry. I got it. Claire. Huh, nice work, Sherry. Seryu. Good job. They resume to run. Sherry. We make a good team. Other zombies come, but Claire and Seryu took care of them. Claire. Sherry. You hanging in there. Sherry. I'm right behind you. Claire. Attagirl. Think we're almost out of here. They reached a train part. Sherry. Claire. Maybe we can use that. Claire. Worth a try. Computer. 8 minutes until detonation. 7 minutes until detonation. They enter inside and Claire picked up a part of something. Sherry. What are you doing? Claire. I gotta get this train moving. I need you to stay right here, okay? Sherry. Okay, I promise I won't move. Claire. Good. Seryu. We'll be back. Sherry. Be careful. Claire. Always. Seryu. Got it. Seryu and Claire exit and Claire put the piece in the control panel. Seryu pulled the lever. Claire. Okay. Alright. Did something. Okay. Alright. It's working. On a monitor appear Izuku and Leon. Leon. Claire. Izuku. Seryu. Claire. Leon. You're down here too. Seryu. You're there too, Izuku. Leon. Yeah, but the whole place is coming down. Listen to me. You need to get out. Fast. Izuku. We'll catch up. Claire. Yeah, there's a way out. We can make it. Where are you now? Leon. Claire. You still there? Izuku. Seryu. Claire. Leon. Hey Leon, you're breaking up. Seryu. We can't hear you. Leon. Forget about us. Just get out of here. Damn it. The connection lost. Claire picked up a minigun. They descend down. William came and he mutated more. Claire. Why can't you just die? Seryu. Because he doesn't want to. Seryu took her flash grenades and throw them at William to blind him, while Claire emptied the minigun on him. Claire hit the chest eyes. William tried to slash at Seryu and Claire, but they managed to dodge it. William is now crawling. Seryu shoot a round from her grenade launcher and William imploded. Computer. 6 minutes until detonation. 5 minutes until detonation. 3 minutes until detonation. 2 minutes until detonation. 1 minute until detonation. Sherry. Claire. Claire. It's okay, I'm here. We are getting out of here. They connected the wagon to the train and they leave. Claire. So what's the first thing you wanna do when we get out of here? Sherry. I want to see where you live. Claire. Good, cause I need to take a shower. Sherry. Smiles, yeah. Claire. Really? That bad? Oh, yeah. Seryu. I need one too. Then the door opened. Izuku and Leon came. Claire. Leon. Seryu. Izuku. Leon. Hey, we made it. Claire. Just like I said we would. Seryu hugged Izuku. Seryu. I thought I lost you. Izuku. I won't die so easily. Leon. Who's this? Claire. Meet Sherry. Izuku. Hey there little one. Then the train shake it. Izuku. What's happening? Claire. I don't know. Seryu. We'll go. Izuku. Take care of Sherry. They opened the door and saw William again. Seryu. Does nothing die around here? A dimly lit, claustrophobic train compartment rattling along the tracks, the air thick with smoke and the stench of chemicals. The sound of metal grinding against metal echoes as the monstrous figure of William Birkin looms ominously, his grotesque final form pulsating with energy, eyes that radiate fury and madness. Plus, the train lurched violently, sending Claire staggering against the wall. She gritted her teeth, adjusting her grip on her handgun, while Seryu stood resolutely beside her, adrenaline coursing through her veins. Seryu. Stay focused, Claire. Seryu shouted, her voice cutting through the chaos. Seryu. We can't let him overwhelm us. Before them, William Birkin unleashed a guttural roar, his massive, mutated arms swiping through the air like battering rams. The once human scientist had transformed into a nightmare. His body was a grotesque canvas of rippling muscles and sinew, with a gaping maw where his face used to be, filled with jagged teeth and an insatiable hunger for destruction. Claire. We need to find his weak spot. Claire yelled, firing off a series of bullets. They ricocheted off Birkin's tough hide, eliciting only a growl of annoyance. Seryu analyzed their surroundings quickly. She spotted a fallen pipe near the entrance of the compartment, its metallic surface gleaming dully in the flickering train lights. Adjusting to the situation, she sprinted toward it, dodging a flailing arm that nearly clipped her. Seryu. Claire. Keep him distracted. Seryu, training with S.T.A.R.S, kicked in as she grabbed the pipe, feeling its weight in her hands. It was heavy, but it would have to do. Claire nodded, switching tactics. She moved closer, drawing Birkin's attention away from Seryu as she fired a shot into the monster's shoulder, aiming for the exposed flesh. Claire. Over here, you ugly freak. Birkin roared, turning toward Claire but stopped when he saw Seryu approaching with the pipe. He let out a shriek of fury, the sound vibrating through the train. Claire. Seryu, watch out. Claire shouted, but it was too late. Birkin lunged, his jaws wide, aiming to snap Seryu in half. With no time to think, Seryu dove to the side, rolling across the floor and narrowly avoiding the attack. She scrambled to her feet, breathing heavily, fear coursing through her but also determination. This was not just a fight for survival, it was about justice for the victims of Umbrella, the friends they had lost, and the horrors they had already endured. Seryu. Here goes nothing. She muttered, gripping the pipe tightly, charging toward Birkin as he turned back to Claire. With resolve surging within her, Seryu leapt from the side, aiming for the creature's eye. The environment blurred around her, and time seemed to slow as she thrust the pipe forward with every ounce of strength she had left. The pipe plunged deep into Birkin's eye mouth, making contact with a sickening squelch. Birkin let out a bone-chilling scream, thrashing violently as Seryu twisted the pipe, her gaze locked onto the monster's writhing form. Seryu. Now, Claire. Seryu called out, her voice strained but fierce. Claire took her chance. With pinpoint accuracy, she aimed her handgun and fired a shot straight into Birkin's head, right at the point where the pipe pierced through flesh. Birkin convulsed violently, letting out a final, desperate wail before collapsing against the train's metal wall, the life draining from his monstrous body. The train jolted again. Izuku and Leon detached the wagon. Seryu and Claire jumped back and they saw how William was consumed by the flames. Claire. We did it. Claire breathed, lowering her weapon slowly, the reality of their victory sinking in. Seryu. Yeah, together. Seryu replied, a faint smile breaking through her exhaustion. As the train continued its relentless journey through the darkness, all five took a moment to catch their breath, knowing that despite this victory, their fight against the horrors of Umbrella was far from over. But for now, they had triumphed over the darkness, side by side in the flickering lights of the train. Sherry. So, are you four are like, boyfriend and girlfriend? Izuku. Hold Seryu hand me and Seryu. Yes. Seryu. We're engaged. Leon. No, we're just, well, we actually just met, last night. Claire. Yeah, that would have been one hell of a first date, though. Leon. Yeah, you have no idea. Sherry. Look, a truck came. Sherry. He might be able to give us a ride. Claire. What if it's not just the city? Seryu. What if this happened in other places? Leon. Get Sherry out of here. Claire. Come on. The truck approached. The man flipped them the bird. Izuku. Yeah, fuck you too. Flipping him back. Leon. Well, he was friendly. Claire. So, is it over? Seryu. Not a chance. Leon. I don't know. But if it's not, we'll stop it. Izuku. Whatever it takes. Claire. Damn right, we would. Leon. As long as we stick together, we'll be fine. Come on. Sherry hold Leon and Claire hands. Izuku hold Seryu hand. Sherry. Hey, you guys can adopt me. Claire. Adopt you. Sherry. We can get a puppy. Claire. A puppy. Sherry. And a parrot. Claire. Parrot. Great. Then an armored jeep came and stopped in front of them. Izuku. Get back. We don't know who's inside. Then the pilot exit outside. Najanda. I see you escaped from the city, Izuku. As expected from my son. Izuku. Mom, is that you? Najanda. The one and only. Izuku rushed and hugged Najanda, who hugged back. Najanda. It's good to see you again, my son. Come on. Get inside. From the jeep exit. Eri. Papa. Seryu. Claire. Papa. Izuku caught Eri and hugged her. Izuku. Hey there, Snowball. Were you nice to Grandma? Eri. Yes. Seryu. Izuku, explain. Izuku explained to both Seryu and Claire how he find Eri and how she accidentally called Izuku Papa and how Izuku adopted her. Eri. Papa, who's her? Point at Seryu. Izuku. Snowball, she's your mommy. Seryu. Mommy. Steam goes out of her ears. Eri. What happened to mommy? Izuku. She's just taking the news of being a mother. Eri. Is she don't like me? Seryu took Eri from Izuku and hugged her, then kissed her little horn and then rubbed her chin on her head. Seryu. I'm happy to be your mommy. Then they got in the car. Najanda drive. Izuku took the front seat, while Seryu, Leon, Claire, Eri and Sherry got in the back. Izuku. What now? Raccoon City will be no more. We saw some news. They'll nuke the town. Najanda. We got to go to a base. Hisashi already sent me the coordinates. There we'll discuss about the plan to shut down Umbrella. Small future. Jill. Hold Eri mine. Claire. Hey, took Eri from Jill, don't take all the attention. Ada. Took Eri, I should be the one who should take all the attention. Eri giggled at all the attention she gets. Then Seryu came and took Eri. Seryu. I'm her mother. Come Eri. It's time for lunch. Eri. Okay, mommy. And Seryu leave. Future. Izuku and Najanda walked through the halls of UA. Izuku. So, Leon, Claire and the other will come here. Najanda. Yes, apparently, Japan has the biggest Umbrella headquarters in the world. Izuku. I think it's because they thought that since Japan only focus on heroes, they won't be a problem for them. Not to mention that Japan has the highest quirkless abuse in the world. Najanda. Indeed. Then the Yagis come in their way. Izuku. Great. Najanda. What do you want? I was discussing about the situation with my son. Inko. Izuku is my son. Not yours. Izuku. No, I'm not. Toss the papers here. Inko read the papers and began to cry. Toshinori. Honey, what is it? Inko. Crying **. The DNA papers attested that Izuku is no longer related to me. Toshinori. What, Izuku? I meet up with someone who had a changing DNA quirk. Why do you think I also have silver stripes on my hair? Hug Najanda, she's my mom now. Inko collapsed from shock. Toshinori buffed and grabbed Najanda by the collar and lifted her up. Listen here, whore. You're going to give me my son back and then I'll arrest you and that bastard Hisashi, along with his brother and everyone. Whoa. Toshinori deflated after a gun wound to his knee. He looked at Izuku who hold his shotgun in fire position and smoke comes from the barrel. A shell fall down from the gun. Izuku. Listen here, asshole. First, you and Inko are no longer heroes after you were demoted by the general. Second, try to get on my nerves again and I'll personally hang you with your own guts. And Izuku leave with Najanda, leaving Toshinori with a bleeding knee and Inko collapsed on the floor. No one pav. A few months passed since Izuku, Seryu, Leon, Claire and Sherry leave Raccoon City. Izuku and Seryu were promoted as captain and lieutenant. The same for Leon and Claire. Eri and Sherry become close friends. Izuku and Leon soon learned that Ada survived. The agent replies with a smile as she walked into the base, the doors opening as they entered. Izuku couldn't help his eyes wandering around the place, the base completely equipped with state-of-the-art technology. Izuku, good to see you made it in one piece. Izuku's eyes landed on the approaching figure. A hulking, tall man made of pure muscle and experience. Izuku did a quick salute. Izuku. Commander Redfield, sir. The greenette properly greets the commander who merely smiles and nods his head. Chris Redfield, commander and decorative survivor and fighter against biological terrorism. Chris. At ease, soldier. I'm not here to greet you as your commander, but as a friend. Izuku nods and relaxes his posture. Izuku quipped back. Ada chuckled as they watched it all go down, even commenting on some of the takedowns the main agents deal. Izuku choked on his coffee as he saw Captain Redfield literally punch a man through a concrete wall. Izuku. No matter how many times I see it, how does Chris do that? Ada. You're asking the $1,000,000 question. I wonder that myself. Before you asked, yes, I know he isn't a BOW or taking any enhancement drugs, saw his medical files. And he's quirkless as well, like most of us. Izuku. So he's just that strong naturally. Ada. That's the gist of it. Izuku sighed, both amazed and perplexed about how strong his captain was. He then turned away from the monitors, swiveling in his chair and standing up. Izuku. So, we have a couple important choices now while they clear up the place. Izuku said, checking the time and spotting how late into the evening it was now. Ada. Pizza or burgers? Izuku. Burgers. Later, Izuku and Seryu goes to meeting with Chris at the facility. There they were greeted by the usual faces of his fellow agents and friends. Izuku smiled and waved at them all before turning to his commander so that the meeting could get underway. There was Hisashi, Bert, Chris Redfield, Jill Valentine, Leon Kennedy, Claire Redfield, Ada Wong, Rebecca and Major Payne. Izuku. Is this the Raccoon City reunion? Chris. I wish, Izuku. But we have bigger problems. Seryu. What kind of problems? Hisashi. We discovered that other countries may have umbrella underground bases. We also discovered about other incidents like Raccoon City. We'll split and investigate. Chris. Me and Hisashi will stay here in North America. Bert and Payne, you'll take the South America. Jill and Claire and Rebecca, you'll go to Europe. Leon and Ada will go to Africa. And Izuku and Seryu will go to Japan. Izuku. Why Japan? Payne. Since Japan only focused on heroes, they don't have any defensive against this situation. Many citizens are already barricaded in UA after their sport festival. Chris. I know it's hard for you, Izuku, to return to that place, but... Izuku. It's all right, that's our orders. We'll go. Chris. Thank you, Izuku. But don't forget, the orders are to go there and help people. It doesn't say that you can't fight back if they try anything. Izuku. I understand. Chris. Good. This meeting is over. Izuku and everyone leave to get ready to leave. Seryu. Are you all right? Izuku. I will, but I don't really like the idea of returning to Japan. Seryu wrapped her arms around Izuku's neck and looked at him in the eyes. Seryu. Don't worry, they won't try anything. Like Chris said, you can fight back. Besides, I'm with you. I won't let them take you away. Izuku wrapped his hands on her waist. Izuku. I'm so lucky to have you by my side, Seryu. They closed their eyes and kissed. A couple days after the discussion, Izuku found himself at the compound again, sitting on a bench and cooling off after a run in the facility's interior gym. He was toweling off the sweat on his forehead when Chris walked in at that opportune moment. Chris. Izuku, meeting in the central hub. Don't worry about showering, it'll be quick. Izuku. Yes, Commander. Izuku grinned as he got up and followed his BSAA commander and captain to the hub. Chris. As you all know, Musudafu, Japan was attacked. However, after a few researchers, we find out that this is the biggest umbrella base from now. Claire. It's because none will try to investigate. Chris. Exactly. This got Izuku to tense up. His family. He need to go and protect them. Leon placed a hand on Izuku's shoulder to ground the greenet. Chris. Right now, what we are concerned about is when the next attack is going to happen and where. Izuku. UA is in Musudafu. The statement hung in the air and everyone understood. If a viral outbreak occurred, whether C, T or G, and they infect one of the teachers or students at the school, it's be a catastrophe. Ada. A bunch of virus-enhanced kiddies with powers running amok, that'd go over well. Izuku. Indeed, especially since Japan never deal with something like this before. The woman said with a sarcastic chuckle as she looked over at Izuku, seeing the other having some internal conflict going on. Chris. We have made contact with the principal of UA and also local hero agencies to hold a briefing about the situation that had happened. We will be stationed in the city until further notice after you finish it in the city you were ordered. Izuku. I know you don't wish to go there. Izuku. Commander Redfield, it's all right. I may not want to go back and potentially see them again, but my personal feelings aside, this is a threat that needs to be dealt with. I am more than ready to head out. Chris looked over at Izuku and nodded, smiling just slightly at the other's resolve. He always admired those who come into terms with their own demons and still wishes to protect those that hurt them for the greater good. Chris. That's what I wanted to hear. Everyone, meet at the hangar in 1 hour. BSAA had already procured our temporary base in Musudafu after you finish the missions. Get what you need, be prepared to move out. Dismissed. Chris said, and everyone all began heading to their quarters to get some last-minute belongings. Chris. Izuku, stick around for a moment. Izuku nodded and looked at Seryu, who say, Seryu. It's all right. Before Izuku turned to face Chris again, the teenager probably knowing what was to come. Chris. Izuku, you're a good agent and one of the best. Just be straight with me, not from soldier to captain but as friends. Are you all right? Izuku's face softened a bit as he sighed, running a hand through his hair and his shoulders sagging. Izuku. Honestly, Commander. No, I never wanted to see them again, not after what they did, easily throwing me away after they learned I'm quirkless, especially since that bastard was quirkless as well and know how it was like, but he forgot where he come from. Chris gave a slight sigh, a hand patting down onto Izuku's shoulder for reassurance. Chris. And you still wish to come? Izuku. Of course, Commander. This is something we need to do. I may not want to see them, but there are others there that need our protection. Plus, a majority of students there would just use their quirks. Chris. You're right about that. They rely far too much on those little quirks of theirs in terms of a fight. Izuku. We should head out, sir, before people begin to get the wrong idea. Izuku joked, lightening the mood slightly. A look of shock flashed across Chris' face before he smirked. Chris. Oh please, everyone knows Seryu staked her claim on you. Chris teased as he left, leaving a fumbling and red-faced Izuku to follow him out. Time skip thanks to Kurumi. Izuku and Seryu are back in Japan after their jet landed in camouflage mode. They hopped on their motorcycles, they put their helmets on and start the engine. Meanwhile with 1A, they were struggling with the zombies. Japan is invaded by zombies created by Umbrella. Many peoples and heroes died. Right now, 1A tried to fight the hordes of zombies, but most of them couldn't hold them off. Then they saw how the zombies got closer to the civilians. Izumi. No, the zombies were about to eat the civilians, when two motorcycles' engines started to be heard. Then two drivers jumped from the motorcycles and the motorcycles hit the zombies. The two drivers took their guns, M416, and started to shoot the zombies' heads. Denki. Who are these two? Ejiro. I don't know, but they're so manly. Look how good they fight. The two killed zombie after zombie. The first one was a girl because her breasts could be seen through the tight suit and her short hair orange hair that stopped at her shoulders and could be seen through the back of the helmet. Minoru was saliva pouring like a wild animal after seeing Seryu tight suit and her giant breasts through her tight suit. The other was a boy very muscular. Boy. Okay, motherfuckers. You ask for it. The boy pulled his shotgun. Boy. Taste my boomstick. Another time skip thanks to Kurumi. The boy and the girl finished the zombies. Then they received a call from Commander Redfield on their radio stations. Redfield. Sergeant, Lieutenant. Your task is to protect Ua and everyone who's inside. I already talked with Nezu. You can talk with him. Boy. Roger, Commander. Girl. We'll be going now. Katsuki. Oi. Izuku and Seryu turned and they saw Katsuki glare at them, but they ignored them. Izuku and Seryu goes inside Ua, with 1A followed behind. After a few minutes of walking, they arrived at the teacher's office and enter inside. Nezu. Thank you for coming. Chris already told me that you'll come. Toshinori. Sir, who are these two? Nezu. They're BSSA trained super soldiers and former S.T.A.R.S members. You can introduce yourselves. Seryu took her helmet off revealing autumn eyes and her orange hair. Seryu. Lieutenant Seryu ubiquitous present for duty. Then Izuku took his helmet off, revealing his emerald eyes and his green curly hair. Izuku. Captain Izuku Midoriya reporting for duty. Toshinori Inko. Son, my baby boy. Inko rushed to hug Izuku, but Izuku dodged her hug. Izuku. Don't even think about it, Inko. Nezu. It's good to see you again, nephew. Izuku. Likewise, uncle. Toshinori. Sir, did you knew that Izuku was working for BSSA? And didn't tell us. Nezu. Why do you think he'll do that? Izuku. Me and Seryu are here with the mission to protect Ua and every civilian in Japan. Nezu. You'll start tomorrow. Cementos already builded dorms to make sure we can protect our students. Your room will be ready until tomorrow. You'll have the entire 6th floor of 1AB. In this story, to make more place, they combined A and B classes and the same goes for other classes. Izuku. Thank you, uncle. Me and Seryu are going to get accustomed to the surroundings. Izuku picked Seryu bridal style. Seryu smiled and wrapped his arms around Izuku's neck. Izuku goes to explore Ua, but they encounter 1A. Izuku. Fuck. Momo rushed to hug Izuku. But Izuku put Seryu down and knee Momo in the stomach, then he elbowed her in the back. Momo fall on her stomach, Izuku got on her back and applied Boston Crab on Momo. Izuku. Don't even think about hugging me after what you and the others did. The sound of bending Momo's spine became more louder. Momo started to cry from pain. Seryu. Izuku, let her go. I know that you hate them, but we have a mission to protect them. Trust me, I want to do the same thing to her. Izuku let go of Momo's legs and got up. Izuku. Listen here. I hate. No, I despise you, and if you get close to me or Seryu, pull Matilda, I won't hesitate to shoot you. Izuku and Seryu goes to the cafeteria where they got some food. Izuku was already sitting with 1B. Seryu Pav. I got my food from lunch rush and got ready to go to eat with 1B. Izuku is already there. Me and Izuku became friends with 1B very quickly. As I was about to go to 1B, Izuku half-sister and her friends stopped me. No, 1 Pav. Seryu. What do you want? Katsumi. Listen here, metal hands. You're going to break up with Ichan and never come closer to him. Seryu. And why would I do that? Momo. Because you don't love him like us. 1A girls. Yeah. Seryu. Really? If you love Izuku, then why did you bully, beat and torment him? Izumi. We never did that. Seryu. Don't try to lie. Izuku showed me all the evidence of yours actions. I'm disappointed in all of you, but not surprised. Seryu goes to 1B table, but Momo got in her way and created a pistol, which she aimed at Seryu. Momo. Listen here, bitch. You're going to do as I say or I'm gonna empty this gun in your head. Seryu looked unfazed. Seryu. If I'll get $1 for every time someone pointed a gun to my head. Seryu looked at Momo and she noticed that Momo's eyes dilated and her hand started to shake, also started to sweating a lot. Seryu. The dilated pupils, the shaking hand and the excessive sweating means that you never hold a gun before and you won't shoot. Besides, that give the teachers and the special forces reason to expel you and throw you at the zombies. Momo. Shut up. Seryu moved Momo's arm up and then elbowed her in the stomach. Momo. Gah. Then Seryu twisted Momo's arm, dropping the gun. Seryu got it and shoot in Momo's knee. Seryu. This is how you fire a gun. Mina and Toru goes to check on Momo. The injury wasn't severe. The others got ready to fight Seryu. Seryu. Point the gun at them. Are you sure you want to test my shooting abilities? Izumi got angry and activated her telekinesis and ready to throw a table at Seryu, but before she could do that, she felt something sharp at her right side of the neck. She looked and she saw Izuku holding his machete at her throat. Izuku. I suggest you to stay down, Yagi. Izumi deactivated her telekinesis. Izuku. I heard a gunshot and I came as fast as I could. What happened? Seryu. What happened is. Mina. You shoot Momo. Izuku looked at Momo and he saw the knee injury. Izuku. Seryu, did you attack unprovoked? Seryu. No, Katsumi. You attacked Momo for no reason. Izuku took his shotgun and held the barrel, hitting Katsumi face with the handle. Izuku. I didn't ask you, bitch. Seryu, you can continue. Seryu. Thanks. As I was saying, I shoot Momo. But I did in self-defense. They come to me and threatened me to break up with you, Izuku. Then Momo created this gun and threatened me to empty the whole mag in my head. Izuku. Is it true, Momo? Momo. Asterisk shuddering NNO. Izuku. Then why did you shudder? Suyu. It's because of the wound, Hiro. Izuku then hit Susu in the head with the handle of his pistol. Izuku. I didn't ask you, frog legs. The 1A girls were shocked because the cinnamon roll they knew is now someone who won't hesitate to kill them. Izuku. Now, Momo. You know that their cameras here. Point at the cameras. Momo wide her eyes. Izuku. Are you going to tell me the truth? Even if you didn't tell me, I know that you threatened Seryu and created a gun. Momo. Yes, I did. But how did you knew it? Izuku. Look at Seryu. She doesn't have any empty gun holsters and the gun she has is not from her guns. And I also know Seryu and that's she's not a liar, unlike you. Momo lowered her head and started to cry. Seryu. Do you think crying will save you? Izuku. You're going to write 200 times that you'll never use your quirk for creating guns, only when it's necessary. Mina and Toru helped Momo to get to Recovery Girl. Izuku took Seryu's hand. Izuku. Come, Seryu. After we eat, we had to patrol. Seryu. Understood. They got ready to leave, but Izuku felt a hand on his shoulder. Izumi. Please, Oni-chan. I know you're confused. Please, dump this bitch, give up on being an BSSA agent and be a stay-at-home husband for us. Izuku. I told you 1,000 times and I'll say again. I love Seryu and being an agent. Seryu showed me love while you only showed me pain and suffering. So for you is a big no. And why did you call my fiancé a bitch? 1A girls Momo, Mina and Toru fiancé. Seryu. Yep, we got engaged after we became officials officers of S.T.A.R.S. Izuku. And I love you every day. Hug Seryu. Seryu. I love you too, Izuku. Hug back. Katsumi. But she doesn't have real arms. Izuku. Do you think I don't know that? Of course I see she doesn't have her original arms because I'm the one who cut her arms. 1A girls. What? Izumi. See, bitch. Oni-chan hate you. That's why he cut your arms. Seryu. You're an idiot. Izuku cut my arms to save me. And Izuku leave with Seryu towards 1B table. Izuku Pav. A few days passed since me and Seryu got to Japan. The situation is bad, very bad. Unlike other countries, Japan is bad at handling situations like this. No one Pav. Nezu gathered all the students, Izuku and Seryu. Nezu. Greetings students, captain and lieutenant. Because of the situation outside, we build dorm systems. But because we also have to protect civilians, we combined 2 classes in a building. Eraserhead and Vlad goes to the dorm with 1A and 1B, followed by Izuku and Seryu. Eraserhead. Each one of you have your room and their showers at the first floor, separated by gender. Each room has a toilet. Vlad. Also, both 1A and 1B students will have 1 to 5 floors for rooms. Tenya. Hand chop asterisk mister, why are they 6 floors, but you mentioned 5? If this is an error, please reconsider it. Click. He looked and he saw both Izuku and Seryu pointed their guns at him. Izuku. 1. Both Eraserhead and Vlad King were about to talk about it. Seryu. But you used your 1 brain cell and decided to talk. Izuku. 2. You have to ask for permission to speak, but you rudely interrupted. So shut up before I put a bullet between your eyes. Katsuki. Like you can do that. Bang. Katsuki. Ah. Katsuki fell on the ground, hitting his face on the floor. The rest of 1A and 1B, together with the teachers, looked at Izuku, who used his 1-bullet gun on Katsuki's leg. Izuku then pointed his Matilda to Katsuki's head. Izuku. If you think I don't have guts to put a bullet between your eyes, then you're dumber than I thought. Izuku put his guns back to its holsters, but before to reload his 1-bullet pocket gun. Eraserhead. Someone take him to recovery girl. Ejiro took Katsuki to recovery girl. Eraserhead. Now there no more interruptions, we were gonna tell you about the 6th floor. Give access cards to Izuku and Seryu. The 6th floor belong to Captain Midoriya and Lieutenant Ubiquitous. Vlad. Since both Captain and Lieutenant are the same age as you. Setsuna. Wait, both of them are the same age like us. Izuku. We're only 16. Seryu. You really thought we're older, didn't you? Setsuna. Yeah. Izuku. It's okay, it's not the first time. Vlad. The 6th floor has a sleeping room, a shooting room, bathroom, kitchen and a living room. Eraserhead. Now go and take your room. Izumi. But uncle, you should have given me that access card, point at Seryu, not to that bitch. I should stay with Oni-chan. Momo. In your dreams, Yagi. I'm the one who should stay with Zuzu. Katsumi. Move, cow. I-chan is mine. Soon the 1A girls started to argue. While 1B looked at this in confusion. Kanoko. What's happening with them? Izuku. Sorry for that, Kanoko. You too, 1B. But I have a past with them. Not a good one. But to make it short for you, the girls from 1A are thinking that I love them, even though that all I want to do is to put a bullet between their eyes. Nito. What's stopping you from doing that? If I were you, I'll do it already. Izuku. Trust me, Seryu. As much as I want Izuku to put them 6 feet under, we have orders to protect them. Izuku had enough because almost 20 minutes passed and the 1A girls are still arguing. He draw his pistol and shoot a bullet in the air, stopping them from arguing. Vlad. Thanks, Captain. Now go and take your room. Both classes enter inside, but Izuku and Seryu didn't enter. The soon as 1A and 1B enter inside, they touch the ground wire and triggered the water balloon's trap. Eraserhead. And you failed. Captain and Lieutenant didn't step inside. Izuku. Before me and Seryu enter in a building, we check it first, you don't what will happen. Vlad. Next time, be more careful. Both classes dry themselves up and got their rooms. Izuku and Seryu goes to the elevator. The 6th floor can be accessed only by elevator. If it could be accessed by stairs, they'll come. Izuku used his access card and slide it into the elevator port. Then a small container opened at button panel, revealing the 6th floor button. Izuku pressed and the elevator goes up. Once the doors open, Izuku and Seryu inspect their room. Living room, kitchen and dinner room, bedroom, bathroom, shooting range room. Izuku. It'll work. I'm not piggy. Seryu. Neither do I. In this situation, you need to have to be thankful for what you've got. Later, a well-maintained shooting range, surrounded by the sounds of distant city life and the rhythmic echo of gunfire. The air is warm, with a gentle breeze ruffling the leaves of nearby trees and enter inside through the opened windows. Target silhouettes line the distance, ranging from static figures to dynamic shapes that pop up intermittently. Izuku, dressed in tactical gear adorned with the emblem of the BSSA, Bureau of Superpowered Security and Affairs, stood at his designated lane in the shooting range. His emerald green hair was slightly tousled from the wind, and a determined look set upon his face as he adjusted the grip on his standard-issue handgun. Today was more than just practice, it was a test of his skills as a sergeant leading a team of superpowered individuals. He took a deep breath, focusing on the rhythmic sound of gunfire around him. Each sound of the shot fired by his colleagues in the past resonated like a heartbeat in a symphony of focused intensity. Izuku had always been more attuned to hand-to-hand combat, but he understood the importance of firearms in their line of work, especially when dealing with rogue what Umbrella created that turned a simple accident into a situation deadly. With a steady stance, he aimed down the sights at the target 25 meters away. The silhouette depicted a figure holding a weapon, a clear representation of potential threats they often encountered. Izuku. Dad would be proud if he would saw me, but right now he's on a mission, like me. He muttered to himself, channeling the mentor's spirit of resilience 1. His mind counted down as the world outside faded, leaving only the target in focus. Without hesitation, he squeezed to the center of the target, a clean shot. Izuku grinned, feeling a rush of satisfaction. He exhaled slowly, maintaining balance as he reloaded the weapon. Out of the corner of his eye, he noticed his partner, Seryu, practicing on the adjacent lane. Seru's calm demeanor contrasted sharply with the intensity of the exercise, yet she handled her firearm with the same precision that he displayed in combat. Seryu. Nice shot, Izuku. Seryu called out, not looking away from his own target. Izuku. Just trying to keep my skills sharp. Izuku replied, adjusting his aim for the next round. He felt a sense of camaraderie, pushing each other to become better both in their personal abilities and as a unit. As the session progressed, the targets evolved, becoming more complex with varying degrees of movement, simulating real-world scenarios. Izuku's heart raced, sweat trickling down his brow as he concentrated fiercely. He reminded himself that each bullet fired could mean the difference between life and death during a mission. Izuku pushed through the fatigue, focusing on the fundamentals: stance, grip, sight alignment, and trigger control. With every squeeze of the trigger, he lost himself in the rhythm, letting instinct and training take over. Hours later, the session came to a close, with shooting statistics showing impressive scores across the board. As both gathered for feedback, Izuku felt a warmth grow in his chest, a mix of pride and responsibility. That was the essence of being a sergeant in the BSSA. It wasn't merely about hitting targets, it was about protecting those around him, leading with courage, and striving to uphold justice in a world filled with complexities beyond mere bullets and badges. As he walked away from the range, Izuku couldn't help but smile, ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. After all, every day was another step toward to put an end to Umbrella once and for all. Later, Izuku and Seryu were in the training room and shoot at the targets with Desert Eagle pistols. They hit the heart and head of the target with no problem. After they empty the magazines, they stopped and goes to the living room where Izuku groped Seryu from behind. Seryu. Blush heap. Izuku. You have some nice breasts, Seryu. Squishy and soft. Seryu. Blush well, those breasts belong to you, Izuku. Izuku then pushed Seryu on the table and they kissed for good 3 minutes. They were about to have a session on the table, but they heard the elevator coming to their room. Izuku and Seryu know that only Nezu and the teachers, except Toshinori and Inko, has an access card key for the elevator besides them. They got off the table and Nezu enter inside. Nezu. Nephew, Seryu. I'm sorry to disturb you, but we need your help. Nezu looked at them and saw a hickey on Izuku's neck and Seryu had her clothes a little deranged. Nezu. Did I interrupted you? Izuku. Yes, uncle. But don't worry, you didn't know. We'll come. And Nezu leave. Izuku and Seryu got ready. They took their card access key and enter in the elevator. After the elevator reached living room of 1A dorm, Izuku and Seryu in their suits and with all their weapons fully loaded, all the attachments and many bullets in their pockets. The 1A wonder why they're dressed like that. Denki. Dude, where are you going? Izuku. It's none of your business, retard Pikachu. I'm sorry Pikachu. Ejiro. That's not manly. Izuku. And bullying someone for something beyond its control is manly. Ejiro. Izuku. That's what I thought, cheap imitation of Elfman. I'm sorry Elfman. Tenya. That's Izuku. Pull his Desert Eagle. Try to order us again, dickhead, and I'll empty an entire magazine in your head. And I'm sure that Tensai and your family won't miss you. Izuku called BSSA once they heard about Tensai, and Tensai will get prosthesis legs to help him move again. Tenya immediately shut up. Even if he's fast, not even him can't outrun a gun. Izuku and Seryu leave the dorm and now they're going to Nezu office. They enter inside and they saw the staff and a general. General. So, this is Commander Midoriya Kid. Izuku. Yes, sir. Captain Izuku Midoriya present for duty. Seryu. Lieutenant Seryu Ubiquitous Midoriya. Also present for duty. They both salute the general. The general salute back. General. At ease, soldiers. And it's good to meet you. I'm the general of Japan military. Now we must discuss our plan. Everyone gather around the table. Nezu. With so many people we rescued and now they are living in the fake city. We need to go outside and gather the food from stores. Snipe. Also the weapons from the gun shops. General. Me and my mons will go to the gun shop. Captain. Lieutenant. You'll go with some heroes and take the food from the store that's inside them. Before you go, take only the food in cans. Midnight. Why? Izuku. It's because in this times, you need to pick food based on nutrition and not based on taste. Seryu. You don't start a grill in this chaos. General. Very good both of you. Captain. Who will you pick up for this mission? Izuku. Snipe because he's an expert in guns and weapons. Plus, his quirk allow him to kill those things faster. Also he know his guns. Snipe. Thanks. By the way Captain, can I take a look at your gun? Izuku. Sure. Izuku gives Snipe his gun, Matilda. Snipe looked at the gun. Snipe. A Matilda. A very good weapon. I see the attachments you have. A stock, a high-capacity magazine and a muzzle brake. You're also a man of culture. You know your guns too. Izuku. Thank you. Snipe give Izuku his gun back. Next I'm gonna choose Eraserhead since he's good with stealth and he's also skilled with weapons and guns. And lastly Lady Nagant. Here Lady Nagant got out of prison because Chris and Hisashi proved her innocence because she can act as a sniper from the walls of UA and guide us. General. Good. Your mission start in a few days. Also, you two and Snipe will be in charge of teaching the students and the heroes how to use guns. Because there'll be times when their quirks will be useless. Izuku and Seryu got ready to leave, but Inko and Toshinori spoke. Inko. Wait a minute. Toshinori. Why aren't we coming to any of these missions? Izuku. Because you'll be just a burden. Seryu. From what we saw, none of you had any experience with guns and I'm sure that both of you don't have the guts to pull the trigger to kill those monsters. General. I agree with both. This meeting is over. Everyone leave. Inko and Toshinori were furious because they were told that they are burden and they can't pull a trigger from a gun. On a far-away street. On another street is a giant figure wearing black, has white skin and wear a black hat. To be continued. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Now we will see you in the next video.